Shea Wright. The final 54 seconds. Back to pass. Henry throws to the outside man there. Zach Fry over the shoulder. End zone touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. Second down, goal at the 5. Bradley rolling out. Throwing into the end zone. Touchdown. Todd Sanford. You've got Shea, top of the screen. Convoy back here. Back to pass. Looking for Shea. Shea's got his man beat. On the dead run. Touchdown, Warriors. They go to Potts. He bounces to the outside. Potts again to the 10, the 5. Potts, touchdown. What a run by the freshman. It is a very warm night here in Jersey Shore, PA, and two hot quarterbacks. Bryson Messina and Elijah Shamori, they do battle bragging rights in this area. Shore hosting Montoursville tonight. The Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week on Cable Sports and WebWeeklyLive.com. Hi, everybody. Gary Crispin along with Babe Bear. We're back here at Jersey Shore Stadium. What a night as the Dogs host this Warrior team. 4-0, Jersey Shore 3-1, and two red-hot QBs.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Two red-hot QBs and the Max Prep #1 receiver in the state of Pennsylvania is going to be playing for Jersey Shore, and a guy by the name of Sanford who has averaged 10 catches a game. And as I said before, Gary Crispin, you got to play for the New England Patriots to catch 10 catches a game. It's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. Sanford's got 40 coming in. He caught 16 in the first game, a single-game record against Belfont. Shamori threw 22 completions, a record in that game. But on the other side is the senior, the very intelligent and outstanding QB, Bryson Messina, only the third player in Lycoming County history to throw for over 5,000 yards. What a shootout. And the defenses may have something to say to keep these quarterbacks off balance tonight. Jersey Shore hosting Montoursville. It's coming up next on Cable Sports. You're watching WebWeeklyLive.com. Hey, there's a great new way to market your business. State-of-the-art signage, auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie, Joan Kennedy. We go back a lot of years. Tell me all about auto trim.
You know, it's a great place. We design decals. We do tinning. We'll do accessories for vehicles. We'll do pretty much anything. All you do is have to send us a pic. We'll copy it. We'll completely wrap your vehicle. We're good.
Signage for a team, for a sports team, and so much more. Auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie.
Like Under Armour cleats, receiver's gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your rewards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
Over 30 years, one family of dealerships has grown to include 14 brands at 8 locations. On an unyielding commitment to hometown values, an unrivaled service, selection, and customer satisfaction for 30 years. Fairfield. For fair deals. You're gonna love us.
You've known the name for more than 50 years. Alvarado Construction, offering extensive design and build services all over Pennsylvania. John Alvarado, now you're doing even more residential.
We've partnered with Scholl's Design, a residential architectural firm, offering designs out of their catalog. Also have the ability to do a custom design in-house for our clients.
And a remodel, like the Kiss FM home makeover, a huge success.
That was a great project. Gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days.
Alvarado Construction for residential and commercial builds. And once again, we are back. We were just Petropola of Wellsboro. That was a District 4 record. Messina part of that, Pat Carey the other. We talked about Shane Carey, another great passer out of Loyalsock. Shane Carey only played the 2 years as starters. So there's a little trivia that we're discussing here live, WebWeeklyLive.com. Big crowd, as you would expect. The orange and black, the blue and gold. Let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben, this is a great atmosphere tonight, but it doesn't feel like July.
And it's going to get a little cooler. I've just put the windbreaker on. coaches, though, you saw the interviews beforehand. Tom Gravish, traditional guy, he's going to go with a run. But J.C. Kiefer, he'll turn it all up and down. He'll run the ball, he'll throw the ball. But, Gary, which defense is going to step up tonight, I think will be the key. And then also, let's look at those penalties and turnovers. What ratio does it come to each team? How does
Torrin Lewis at tailback. Keegan Leahy's going to step up at fullback where they're in that set. You're also going to see the freshman and Nola's brother Logan out number 29. On the other side, Jarrett Guthrie has right now over 300 yards rushing for Jersey Shore. He's a good one. He had 158 against Troy earlier this season. But the pass is where you're going to see these teams go. Shamori nearly 1,000. Messina shy of 1,000 as the Dogs come out. You know, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll set the scene of this ball game. The starting lineups and more are next on Cable Sports, WebWeeklyLive.com. Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, MoffinAssociates.com. Well, big crowd on hand. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Ben Reichley. And Bay Bear, let's talk about these matchups. Jersey Shore 3-1, but this is a club that has blown two big leads, including last week. They're up 17-0 against Lewisburg last week. An interception return for a touchdown, a couple of fumbles picked up for touchdowns, and they trail at the half. Before you answer, let's this crowd's getting ready. All right, Babe Bear. 28-27 late, won it 33-28 in game one. They broke 10 school records that night. They had 10 sacks, 5 by Harlan Byer, number 70, the nose tackle, and the quarterback and Shamori. And, of course, Sanford just went wild that night. But that's the only thing Tom Gravish is a little concerned about. But, boy, they're playing well. Montoursville's played a great, tough schedule, and they've come out on top every game.
Yeah, well, you know, this Jersey Shore team has some great players, but they have a lot of youth on this team. This is a team of the future, and Tom Gravish will tell you, he said, these guys are coming along. Every game they're getting better. All right. Did they get good enough, though, between last week and this week to go against a Montoursville team? But that is extremely tough. Both these teams are very well coached, is one of the things you have going into this ball game. And they're very good at analytically taking a look at the other opponent and saying, this is what we have to do to win. Now, if you can get the players to do it, that'll be the difference. Younger teams don't tend to respond as quickly as veteran teams do, and I think that gives Montoursville a big advantage.
Alex Jackson is the defensive coordinator. Jersey Shore is a key for this football team. They've thrown 17 sacks as a team. coming in. Montoursville has 8 as a club coming in. So you better believe one of the keys, not giving up the big play. It's the same for Montoursville with Shamori throwing to Sanford and company. He's got a fleet of receivers, but also putting the heat on both quarterbacks, keeping them uncomfortable tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jackson is a darn good coach, defensive coordinator. He knows what to do. His job tonight, he knows what it is. You got to keep the quarterback off balance. If he can keep Messina off balance, it could be a big night for the Bulldogs.
Got to be interesting. Auto Trim Design, our starting lineups for this ball game tonight. The Bulldogs on offense, and there's their offensive line up front. And Tom Gravish feels pretty good. He's got a lot of young guys. 1 senior on that offensive line, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores starting to get better and better. Shamori, his first year starting. He's got nearly 1,000 yards in 4 games. Sanford in Dincher, but he's got about 6 or 7 receivers you're going to see in this ball game tonight. Max Mason and Jared Guthrie, they're in the backfield. The Warrior defense, Rank, Hoffman, Martin, and Steinbacher. Tom Shea is going to head up the linebacking core. And Shea, along with Rothrock and Torrin Lewis, has had a heck of a year. Brian Schaefer, the safety, averages 10 tackles per ball game. He's a leading tackler coming in. Anthony Washington had a big fumble recovery for a touchdown earlier this season. And there's the Warriors on the offensive side. The tight end, Mitchell Rothrock. And that's a key. Rothrock comes into this ball game with the big catches. He had 2 for 138, 2 touchdowns last week, and 4 touchdown passes. Messina, of course, great receivers in Shea and Conboy. Keegan Leahy, you should have an A in that spelling. Keegan Leahy's going to be the fullback when they come in there, and of course they're going to have the tailback, Torrin Lewis. Nolan Ott banged up again this year and should be ready for this football team, hopefully next week. And that hurts on both sides of the ball. He's been injury-plagued. I would think you want to turn the lights on here tonight, because they have not turned the lights on here at Jersey Shore. And we're going to be playing in the dark. And it takes a while, Babe Mayor, for those lights to warm up.
Yeah, well, you know, it does take a while for them to warm up. And you know, it's my understanding that the type of light that it is, that once you turn them on, they don't use a lot of electricity. Warming up and shutting off is when they use the most.
This may not be a night game. They think this is a day game here tonight, but the lights have not been turned on. And I guarantee you somebody right now scrambling, and the officials, I think, are waiting to start this ball game. You know, you go to a Penn State game, you know, the big TV game on ABC or ESPN, those lights are on when you arrive at the stadium. And it takes a while to get the lights on, but that's it looked pretty dark in our pregame show as we were shooting. It gets darker earlier.
Well, we lost power a couple of times in the pregame show. Maybe they lost power again. You know, if you look out at the officials in the center of the field and see if we can get a shot of the officials on the far side on the right, next to the guy with the white hat is a guy by the name of Bobby Lynn. Bobby Lynn was a great receiver up at Lock Haven University. He actually had a tryout with the Oakland Raiders, I think it was. He is an official in the Mountain West Conference.
Yeah, he's a good one.
He had a week off this week. He came back home, and his buddy said, hey, how about doing a game with us? So he's going to do the game. You're going to see him in the far side of the field at the 50-yard line. Bobby Lynn's, I happened to coach him at Lock Haven University.
Officiating that game last night between the Texans and the New England Patriots. So the lights are starting to come on. It's probably light enough to get this thing rolling tonight. Back deep, Christian Tani is back there. They've got Titus also deep for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And number 24 is Kobe Peacock. Tom Gravish uses a lot of guys. Skill positions, and Cable Sports, our Rennie Rhode Armel All-State game, and it's our 30th year doing these ball games, and babe, we have a blast. We've been doing a lot of years, but when you get big games like this, it's sure a lot of fun.
This is what makes it fun. You're absolutely right.
Shore comes out, Shamori. He's got Mason as the up back. Tailback Guthrie, back to pass. Looking to the outside, catch is made. Good job that time. Other side is Sanford. Straight ahead, Guthrie dives across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Bryce Rank comes over to make the tackle, number 68. Up front, you've got Rank, Hoffman, Martin, and Steinbacher here at Jersey Shore. And you know the games at Shore, we're right up on top of the action here. Coming out of the gun, set back Guthrie. I think somebody moved. They were going to try to go to Christian Tani, set up perhaps on a jet sweep. And it's going to be a false.
It's going to hurt. You've got to be consistent and cut out the mistakes, particularly on this first drive, because you can set the pace of the game at this point.
They're down 7, double wide outs, top of the screen for the Bulldogs. Back to pass, Shamori, stepping up, pressure, coming. He's gone down. Hoffman got him. First man to get there was Bryce Wank, and then his buddy Owen Hoffman finished him off. Number 55. And a great job by the two defensive ends for the Warriors.
That was a coverage sack right there. He had no one to go to downfield. Defensive backfield did a great job, had everybody covered. The defensive line did what they had to do, but they had a lot of time to do it.
Kobe Peacock, the punter. Back is Washington and Conboy. Washington calls for a fair catch. It's going to roll down to about the 30, and it's going to be down right there. Down that time by Max Mason, a 35-yard punt. And here comes Bryson Messina in the blue and gold coming out for the Warriors, 4-0. Game of the week brought to you in part by Lingle's Neighborhood Market. Thanks to Matt Lingle and the gang, all the hospitality. We're using his lot out here. Of course, they tailgate out here. Night of a game, the Larson family, Levi's family always out here before a ball game. We thank Matt Lingle. It's the go-to place for groceries here in Jersey Shore. Messina on first down, just underway on WebbWeeklyLive.com. And I think Jersey Shore, we'll see if somebody stepped off, but they're trying to put some heat on. There's no question early in this ball game on Messina.
I think it's going to go against Jersey Shore. Boy, I don't know what drew them off, but
well, that's
a number of them came off the ball.
Up front, you've got Harlan Beyer, who had a record 5 sacks in one ball game against Belfont. It's going to actually be a false start against Montoursville, setting it back 5. It's going to be 1st and 15. Beyer had 5 sacks. The team had 10. A record against Belfont their opening night. You've got Max Mason and Tyler Smith, the defensive ends. Mason Sechrist has had a great year, along with Jacob Jones, 2 juniors at defensive tackle. And they want to put some heat on Messina and make him uncomfortable and not give up the big play. It's almost 2 teams trying to get a lot of balance coming in tonight. And again, whistle blows. Montoursville for the second time in a row gets the procedure called and a false start. And now you're looking at first down and 20. Not the way that J.C. Kiefer wanted to start this. I was really impressed with J.C. and the guys running the offensive side. Dave Myers defensively. Very impressed the way they run their practice at Montoursville.
Montoursville's had some great coaches in their time, and J.C. Kiefer and his staff right here. A lot of them leftovers from old staff are a very good coaching staff.
First down, 20. Messina, pressure on, dumps it over the middle. That ball is caught. And a good job that time. Brandon Dyer makes the catch, number 2. You're going to see a lot of Dyer tonight. He's a backup. Christian Tani came over to make the tackle. But Brandon Dyer, who is teaming up with Anthony Washington, as they back up the likes of Shea and company unless they go to this multiple set. And that means you've got Dyer, Washington this side, Shea and Conboy top of the screen. Out of the gun. Quick screen to the outside. Tommy Shea and nothing doing. Great big defensive hit that time coming down is Kobe Peacock. Well, I tell you, Peacock, great job defensively, read it out. And now the Warriors, they're looking at 3rd down and long.
What you're seeing out of Jersey Shore is they are going in a man defense, and that's dictated by Montoursville going with a double set to both sides. So you're going to be in a man coverage. Crossing patterns work in a man coverage. First one was a crossing pattern. They made it completion. That one wasn't a crossing pattern, and you can see how in man coverage that play is going to be picked up quickly.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. He goes down. It's their 18th team sack of the year. And that time, big-time pressure. Tyler Smith, and Jacob Jones come over to make the tackle. Boy, I tell you, talk about. And now, 4th down and long. It could be a chess match of these defenses gambling and trying to get both of these quarterbacks out of their rhythm tonight. Bryson Messina averages 43 yards a punt. What a year he's had. And then you throw Lazorka in. The kicking game so tough for Montoursville. Messina, beautiful kick. Sanford at the 41, makes a man miss. 45, dives ahead to the 48-yard line, and the Dogs have good field position. That time, Anthony Washington comes down to make the tackle for the Montoursville Warriors after a 44-yard punt, babe, and that doesn't hurt your average.
Well, it sure doesn't, but I'll tell you what, when you punt the ball and the punter beats the first man at the ball, now it's even Steven. Everybody has a man downfield. Washington did a real good job of getting around his blocker and making that stop before he opened it up.
Game of the Week brought to you in part by Auto Trim Design. They'll design anything from a house to a truck. They'll do it for you. Jet sweep. Kevin Titus to the outside. Titus to the 50. 45 and a big-time run for a first down of the Dogs into Warrior territory. That time, Dyer comes over to make the tackle. He's starting at safety in place of the injured Nolan Ott coming into this ball game. Kevin Titus a year ago had a huge night at Montoursville, catching 4 for 142 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game.
Well, somebody threw a great block at the corner there. That's what set that play up.
Back to pass, Shamori off the pump fake. Outside, he had pressure on. He got labeled by Bryce Rank. 5'11", 220, and a senior. Putting the heat on that time as he goes down. And right now, both quarterbacks getting a taste of a gambling defense to keep them out of their stride. No score early. Watching tonight live on WebbWeeklyLive.com. Gary Crispin, Babe Bear, and Ben Reichley. Hunter Frotz, top of the screen. That's Tawney. 40, 35, and dives ahead inside the 35 to the 33. Christian Tawney in a good run. On first down, Riley Conboy comes over to make a saving tackle off that jet sweep.
Conboy did a nice job of picking that up. Good blocking up front by the Bulldogs. Conboy got through it and made a nice stop. About a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain.
They've got Sanford near side. They go trips, top of the screen. Shamorian, 2nd and 3. They're going to run to Guthrie. Guthrie's got the first down inside the 30, diving to about the 27-yard line. That time, Brandon Dyer comes over to make that tackle again.
Going to be a first.
No score early next week. What a ball game it'll be. South at Sauk here on Cable Sports and Webb Weekly Live. Tawney off that jet sweep again. 25, 20, diving ahead to about the 21-yard line. Christian Tawney, 5'11", 186, and a junior. This guy can play anywhere for this club at tailback or wide receiver, and that's a guy that Mitchell Rothrock making the tackle. Tom Gravy said, you're going to see Tawney all over the place.
I'll tell you, the pulling guards are doing a great job. Montoursville's trying to set the edge and not let them get to the outside, but they're getting blocked by the pulling guards. There they are again.
Shamori.
Good blocks.
A hole off that left side. That time, Guthrie over the 20 and down to about the 18-yard line. Torrin Lewis into that play. He's had a great big year, and Dyer again coming over to help out that tackle.
Going to be another first down. Boy, the Bulldogs look good in this drive right here. And Gary, they're doing it with the run, not throwing the ball.
First down and 10. They go again. Tawney, his knee went down. Yeah, doing it with a run and trying to get the run to set up the pass, but that time Christian Tawney slipped, knee went down. They lose a couple of yards on that play. Second down, about 13. Here at Shore tonight. Out of the gun, Shamori. He's got Guthrie next to him. Double wides each side. Rolling out. We lost him down in the corner where I'm looking around the corner here, and Sanford got in, and Todd Sanford again makes a big play.
Well, Conboy was on him. He had him as tight as could be. The ball was thrown behind the two, and Sanford's a guy that came around and got open and got the pass. Conboy had great coverage.
Here's the extra point try. That kick is up, and the kick is good by Cameron Griffin. We're going to take a timeout. 5:59 left first quarter. And Todd Sanford again, his 41st catch and a touchdown, and the Bulldogs jump on top early, 7-0.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren,
Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear. You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport, biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. You know, when you were doing the game out in the porch here, and a moment ago, Sanford got in on the great catch in the corner of the end zone. And the ensuing kickoff has brought back Titus. The tackle that time on Shea, and they're going to set up first down and 10. Bailed in 1925, and I literally had to get on Lushy's lap to try to look down and see if he got in the end zone, looking around the side. What a catch by Sanford, and a touchdown on a throw by Shamori.
Well, I from behind him out to the front in front of him and catches the ball. Here comes Messina on first down, trying to establish the run of their own that time. And that time, Torrin Lewis, and a flag comes out. It may be a face mask. He's really run hard this year. They may bring Leahy in as the fullback ahead of him to block for him, but he's playing in place of Ott. And here's the throw to the corner of the end zone. And just getting in is Todd Sanford. And you couldn't even see him. Conboy had him covered so well. He was out of the picture. All of a sudden just popped around him and caught the ball. What vision he must have. Here comes Montoursville. First down and 10. They're at midfield, down 7. Messina up under center. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws to the outside, incomplete. Undershot Riley Conboy that time. And it brings up second down. You know, they said about Todd Sanford, who's now caught 41 in the season. He's put up big numbers, 7th touchdown catch of the year. He had a great camp at Kent State this year. They went out there for the 7-on-7, and they said he really wowed the coaches and the Kent State players who were playing the part of the referees in that game. And he really showed up well against some of those big Ohio schools from Columbus and places like that. There's a big-time run. Torrin Lewis up first down inside the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line. Sanford comes over along with Jacob Jones to make the tackle, number 64. And now the Warriors trying to answer, ironically, on the ground. Well, you know, Lewis is a hard runner. You give him that second level, he's going to run over people. That time, great job of getting downfield, and that extra effort picked up a few extra yards. He gets a first down, and that's what Montoursville needs to do right now. They need to grind this out and answer that pass touchdown. They've got Shea top of the screen. He's got 20 catches in the year. Conboy's got 16 to the near side. Messina, and I think somebody moved again. Yeah, I think it's going to be Montoursville. Well, I tell you, this would be the 3rd false start of the ball game of this team. And backing themselves up, shooting themselves in the foot in this game early. 7-0, an 18-yard touchdown pass. Shamori to Todd Sanford for the Bulldog lead. 2 years ago, the controversial ending, 27-21 in overtime on a ball returned and a pickoff in the end zone run back. They counted it. It should not have counted. But what a game Jersey Shore won that night. J.C. Kiefer said, I think that game made us better. They later came back to beat Loyalsock twice. There's the tight end. Rock on the move. Inside the 30, down to the 25, and out of bounds to the 23-yard line. Good job that time. That time, Peacock comes over to make that tackle. Also, Dominic Williams, the linebacker. Yeah, we'll see where they're going to come out and measure it. Here at Jersey Shore tonight, watching on WebWeeklyLive.com. And you can also watch anytime 190. But thanks to Jim Webb and coming together, I know the other guys are doing the Millionaires at Shikellamy tonight. So 2 games to watch here tonight on WebWeeklyLive.com. And he's going to be, looks like a little bit short, Babe, as you're looking at it. Yeah, it looks like maybe about a foot and a half short. but it's going to be a good play to call because it's going to be second down. And right now, in a second down and short like this, you can pass, you can run.
Warm night for football. They say it's humid right now, babe, but they do say that the cold front comes in. It's going to be feeling different tomorrow. Tomorrow night's going down the 40s. But not football weather yet. 2 weeks, we're going to be at Montoursville, Southern Columbia at Montoursville, a rematch of last year's District 4 final. To the Warrior guy, Leahy, the fullback. Running the yard line.
Good push by the offensive line gives Lewis the first down. He drives it for a few extra yards after the pickup.
Let's go down to Ben Reichley with an update. Ben.
One thing about this Jersey Shore offense, their offense is moving the ball, but look at their defense, babe. Look how many guys, 11 guys inside 8 and 9 yards. So look for Montoursville to get that depth to cover that long passes to open up that defense.
Yeah, they're playing man in the secondary, so that's the only thing that's going to save them. But
Messina.
Right,
Tommy Shea one-on-one with Sanford. Sanford makes the tackle. Shea doesn't get much. Two of the premier receivers in this part of the state.
and I'll tell you what, I see Tommy Shea break that many times. That was a good tackle by Sanford, but that pass to Tommy Shea is a good pass, particularly in a man coverage. If they're back off the ball, he can make a move and he can beat his man.
Here comes Bryson Messina, 6'4", 185, and a senior. They put Leahy, who's the backup tight end. They go double tight with Rothrock on the other side. Set back again is Lewis. They run it that way, and Torrin doesn't get much. Got it to the 22-yard line. Good recovery. That time, Harlan Byer, the nose tackle, number 70, comes over to make that hit. Byer had a game for the Ages with 5 sacks in a single season. Jersey Shore record against Bellefonte when Alex Jackson's defense dialed up 10 in that game. They've got 18, including one tonight.
That was a good job by the nose guard. He looped into the gap right where the tailback was taking the ball.
Messina,
a good stop.
4 out of 5, 27 yards in this ball game. When they go that multiple set.
And again, that's that crossing pattern. You get them into that open space in the middle. They were blitzing line.
Messina, they slip it to Lewis. End zone. Touchdown. Warriors within 1, 7-6.
When a team drives on you, you got to drive right back down the field on them. Now the ball's in Jersey Shore's court.
Yeah, this could be a shootout tonight. And here comes Ethan Lazarka. He's a perfect 14 out of 14 of the season. 4 out of 6 field goals. He's a weapon, the all-state kicker.
I thought all the Lazarkas lived in Jersey Shore. This guy moved down to Montoursville.
He's got Jersey Shore roots, I know that. There's a kick, and he drills it out of the stadium. Tied up, 7-all. Cable Sports on WebbWeeklyLive.com. 2:40 to play first quarter. Don't go away. Shore and the Warriors of Montoursville tied at 7. Rainbow Carpet, your flooring headquarters for over 20 years in Central PA, has you covered for all the new flooring designs.
Here's another great flooring product at Rainbow Carpet, luxury vinyl tile. Get the for all of your kitchen and bathroom needs. Rainbow Carpet, 835 East 3rd Street.
Lazorka this year has a bunch of touchbacks. Back deep, Christian Tani at the goal line. They know this guy can boot it there and pass. He's back there along with Titus. Back there deep in Peacock. Tani at the 3. Back to the 10. Here come the Warriors on defense. Tani tries to avoid it, and he got it back to the 15-yard line. Charlie Steinbacher finally got there. A couple of guys overran the play, but a great job. Washington, Leahy. Guys really put the heat on. All he could do is dive back to the 15. And now here comes Shamori, and see how he answers after this game's tied up, babe.
Well, you know, when you stop on a kick return and try to reverse your field, the odds are not very good you're going to pick up yardage. You're probably likely going to pick up losing yards than you are gaining yards.
So here comes Shamori. He's got two wide near side. Sanford had caught a touchdown, and that's Titus in motion. They give it to Titus. Titus off that sweep, cuts back, good move, and Kevin Titus in a great run to the 29. Well, I'd say he must save his best games for the Warriors because as a sophomore a year ago, we mentioned, he had 142 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns in a tough loss down in the Borough.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I was going to say at the beginning of the game, honest, Gary, I was going to say.
Jet sweep, and now he got the halfback pass. Throwing deep, Peacock trying to come downfield. It's Sanford who makes the catch, and it comes out. That time, Conboy and Shea deliver the final punch, and what looked to be a catch by Sanford, and they sandwich him, and the ball pops out. That's a good defensive play by the Warriors. That time against one of the top receiver right now in Pennsylvania in catches.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can't believe he dropped that. He does a great job of finding the ball and getting to it. At that time, double coverage on him, as you mentioned, Gary, but he's the guy that ended up catching the ball and then dropping it.
Deceiving speed. He's got great quickness and moves in Todd Sanford. Back to pass Shamori. Pressure coming. Guns it down the middle and overshoots Hunter Franz at about midfield. And boy, he's feeling that heat. Right now, Dave Myers dialing up the blitz too, and Owen Hoffman. Right now, the defensive end's really putting the heat on. Here's the look at the touchdown a moment ago, and this is Torrin Lewis.
Torrin Lewis with a nice run here. Gets good blocking at the line of scrimmage, gets into the second level. Notice how low he gets his pads to the ground. That's the key. You're going to pick up yardage after the hit if you do that.
3rd down and 10, Bulldogs. Back to pass. Gun it over the middle. What a catch and an interception made. Brian Schaefer, the safety, takes it away. Spectacular catch at the 48-yard line, and the Warriors have it back. What a play.
Yeah, that was a nice interception. The ball was overthrown, but it was a tough catch.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm looking at all their stats. That, I believe, is the first pick that they've had all year, and this is the 5th game.
Well, I tell you what, and that was a one-handed catch to boot.
What a catch by Brian Schaefer, who's been their leading tackler coming in. He averages nearly 10 a game. You got Tom Shays, dangerous near side. Comboy equally as dangerous top of the screen. Torrin Lewis has scored a touchdown early, and now the Warriors have it back tied at 7. Under 2 to play in the first period. Lewis dragging people with him. 5'8", 5'9", and about 200 pounds. Going off that right side, and that time Jacob Jones comes over to make the tackle, number 64. 2 juniors anchor in the middle for Jersey Shore defensively. They've got a lot of key guys back next year, as do the Montoursville Warriors. Of course, they're building for the future too, getting a lot of guys, a lot of playing time.
Lewis was hit in the backfield by a linebacker, ran through it, and ends up picking 2 yards up on that play. He's a hard runner.
2nd down, 8, Messina. Comes out under center again. Leahy in the backfield. Lewis back to pass. Pressure. Messina thrown to the side. That time Rothrock in and out of his hands, feeling the footsteps of Kobe Peacock, number 24.
I'm not so sure he felt the footsteps or he was looking to see where the out-of-bounds line was because he was going out of bounds. I don't know if he could have made the catch and stay in bounds.
It almost looked like he looked it. He came into this ball game catching 7. He's got 8 with a catch tonight. 237, 4 touchdowns.
All right,
and last week, what a game he had, 138 on 2.
Another 3rd down play.
Messina throws to the outside. Good catch by Shea as they hit him almost immediately. Trying to make that little curl spin move, but Jersey Shore looking for that, defensing it quite well. And that time, you've got Breon and Peacock down there making that tackle. So now you're looking at 4th down. 4th down and 6. And Messina is going to come back to punt his last 44 yards. And that is right around his average. He came in here at 43-8 in punts this season. What a weapon he is. His dad was a great punter for Montoursville. Messina trying to pin the Dogs back. Fair catch called. Peacock. He's got it at about the 10. And now the Warriors defensively, let's see how they come down and strike back in the offense, not wanting to make a big mistake down there. Remember last week, babe, they were up 17-0 at Lewisburg, had a pick and 2 fumbles run back in 4 minutes and trailed at the half after dominating. They did win it going away. Game of the week brought to you by John Albarano and Albarano Construction for the best in commercial builds and now the best in residential. And the Kiss FM home makeover with Albarano coming in October. Quick draw play, not much that time as they get out over the 10 to about, they go that time to Mason and out to about the 12-yard line. That time, Carson comes over to make the play.
All right, now Montoursville needs a good stop here. If they do, they're going to get good field position. They're going to get a quarter break to talk about it here.
And that's it. That is the end of the first period. What a ball game we have. 7-7, Jersey Shore and Montoursville. Cable Sports, you're watching the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. We're live on WebbWeeklyLive.com. Rennie Road Armor is all about service. I know you've told me that for a long time. 8 out of 10 policy reviews your people do save people money. You got to be proud of that.
Yeah, we're really proud of that. And I think the biggest problem we have is getting people in here. They have a negative attitude and think that we're trying to sell them something. Keep in mind, a review is set up for one purpose. Make sure you have all the appropriate discounts. Make sure you're getting the best protection at the best possible price.
For over 30 years, Fairfield Auto Group has had an unyielding commitment to hometown values. And we know how important those are to you. At Fairfield, cars cost less, but our service remains unrivaled. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield. You're gonna love us.
Jersey Shore, PA, Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Ben Reichley. Big Mike, Iron Mike Strunk, fighting through sickness the last week. Down in the truck at WebbWeeklyLive.com tonight. And on Comcast 190, Sunday at 10, Monday at 7, right here. So Jersey Shore now, after the answer by Montoursville. Sanford caught a touchdown. Lewis ran for one. We're tied at 7. Shimori back to pass. They slip. The reverse back down the other way. That's Christian Tani with room, and he gets it back to the 20 and down to the 25-yard line. Anthony Washington at cornerback number 1 comes over to stop what would have been an even bigger play.
And Washington came off of 2 blocks there to make that stop, and if he wouldn't have made that stop, that may have been all the way to the end zone.
That's going to be first down and 10. They have a little room now at the 25-yard line.
Misdirection has hurt Montoursville here tonight.
Elijah Shimori, only a junior, 6'2", 185 to the outside. Great big run. Titus, boy, he's dangerous. And out over the 45 to the 47-yard line, and Dyer comes over to make that tackle.
And a flag goes down in the middle of that play.
Yeah,
I don't know what that call will be. It could be a face mask, but
flag comes out. And here's another look at it again. And see if you see something. Could be a block from in the back. But we'll look and see.
There's the misdirection.
Going to be a 23-yard gain. Football after a big run. 23-yard gain out to near the 48-yard line. And the irony is both these secondaries have played really well. Tom Gravish felt he matched up pretty well in his secondary coming into this ball game.
Yeah, both secondaries have played well in this game, and again, both these teams coming in, they knew what the strength of the other team was. You got to stop the pass.
Give it away to Guthrie again to the 49, not much. Mitchell Rothrock comes over to make that tackle. Torrin Lewis also comes over to make that play.
That was a counter. Came from the far side. The pulling guard, I'm not sure, got there. If he did, he didn't get a good solid block.
Back to pass. Titus the catch. Over the 50, then drilled backwards. Some gang tackling Warriors, and the fans of this Montoursville side fired up. And a big play. That ball came out late. He'd been already down. Both of these teams having to rebuild in the defensive side of the football have done a good job. And that time they're going to spot it. Warriors, Owen Hoffman's pointing. They thought he should have been spotted back, but
now he's going to get forward progress.
Yeah, his
I
progress.
was surprised they didn't blow the whistle long before that play ended.
Yeah, his progress got him to about wide open. 35-30, 25-20. Todd Sanford, the distance. Touchdown, Dogs.
On the field.
Yeah, you can't run out onto the field, and they would probably.
Yeah, that's what I thought it might be.
Wow.
Joe Orso looked over to the officials.
And now you've got Cam Griffin, the extra point try. He's only missed a couple this year.
They're going to put the penalty on the kickoff.
Sophomore kicker. Kick is up. Kick is good. Dogs on top here in Jersey Shore. 9:47 till halftime. Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. Jersey Shore 14, Montoursville 7. We'll be right back live on WebbWeeklyLive.com. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip and Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And, of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths. Hey, guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you got to check out Janway Company at janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best prices, the best products, and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at janway.com. You know, the impressive part of that, babe, that's a 90-yard drive.
Yeah.
Now the penalty after the unsportsmanlike conduct by Montoursville on that touchdown. And now they're putting it on the ensuing kick, which they're going to kick in Warrior territory at the 45-yard line. And you better believe right now you have a great chance to get some great field position. They're kicking back.
We don't have a good setup here because we're up against the press box and I can't see the screen. But somebody threw a great block out there in the outside.
Short kick, covered at the 25-yard line. I probably would have kicked away a little bit more than that. You still have some good field position. Wyatt Dewald goes over to make the tackle. And here come the Montoursville Warriors now playing catch-up. 48-yard pass play from Shamori, who's thrown two. And that time connects with his favorite target, Todd Sanford, who's caught two tonight. Game of the week brought to you by Harder's Sporting Goods and the Play to Win halftime show. Also want to thank Matt Lingle and Lingle's Neighborhood Market right out back here and all the hospitality that Matt has given us here tonight in his parking lot. And there's an opening run by Lewis, taking people with him to the 40. Big time run by Torrin Lewis in great extra effort. Coming over to make the play, Harlan Byer, the nose tackle, number 70, came over to make that hit.
And boy, that was blocked well at the line of scrimmage. He had a gaping hole to run through. He was at the second level before the linebackers could react. Secondary had to bring him down.
We'll get an update on Sanford in this ball game tonight. He's caught two for touchdowns in Todd Sanford. Here comes Messina, Leahy the up back, tailback Lewis out of the eye, back to pass. The sack and a wraparound play that time. Big play by Tyler Smith, 15 to defensive end. Got around and got away from that block and then wrapped around and got Messina from behind. That's a major league play.
That is what is called a bull rush. I mean, he took on the blocker and pushed him right back into the quarterback.
You're right.
And that was a great play by the defensive end.
That is the 19th team sack by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs this season. Impressive. Trying to keep it complete. Stride for stride with him was Breon. Austin Breon was with him all the way. And that'll be incomplete. Third down and about 16. And right now, Jersey Shore, for one thing, babe, has the Warriors out of the rhythm in their offense.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do. And it's a, you're going to see adjustments made by both these coaches at halftime because it's obvious, and I'll talk about it at halftime, but it's obvious what you have to do in a game like this.
Double wideouts. Back to pass, Messina. Slant. The catch in and out of his hands, and over the top comes Sanford on Convoy, and a flag. Did he get there too soon, or did he get the mask?
He got the face mask.
At Montour, do I need to say much more? That's going to be a big one.
Wow, I don't know what that call was now.
Boy, Babe Mayer, your umpire down here is talking to you. It looked like a face mask to start.
They're calling it a face mask, but it was only a 5-yard penalty, wasn't it? They declined it?
Okay, Montoursville had a false start, and that's going to back them up.
Okay.
So they're going to come back 3rd down and 16. Back to pass Messina. Looks over the offense. Wide open, Tom Shea on the dead run. 25, 20, 15, 10, touchdown Warriors. Tommy Shea, 66 yards.
And right away, the two receivers, there's a flag down in the backfield here. I don't know what it is. Maybe roughing the passer, could be anything back where the flag was thrown. But we've seen the two big-time receivers get wide open and make big catches in this game.
And you see the afterburners on Tom Shea, and unfortunately, that is coming back. And, babe, 5 games in, we've seen too many of these. Remember, we did that millionaire game against Hazelton. They had 3 spectacular plays brought back. And now this comes back. Boy, that's tough. All right, let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben.
Hey, guys, what that is, that's an illegal. And it's the far side receiving. The two receivers are both off, so it gives them 5 guys in the backfield. So it hurt them on 2 plays in a row now. Really hurt them on the touchdown.
Yeah, that really hurt them right there.
66 yards, and that comes back.
Good call, Ben. That was a nice play. But if you don't have that 7 men on the line of scrimmage, that's an easy call. The guy just throws the flag and
yeah, that's tough.
They go.
3rd down and 21. They're working in these plays the other night in practice. Back to pass, pressure, middle screen, well set up. Logan Ott with a football. He gets back to the 45-yard line. As a young freshman, Nolan's brother, going to see a little bit of him. There's a flag down, and Messina could. Personal foul this time against the Bulldogs. And now the Warriors get a little bit of revenge on that call.
And a first down.
The call a moment ago took a touchdown away. And they have the football all the way up here to the 40-yard line. Messina got hammered on that strong rush. Great call because he looked everything over, and he had an outlet man to throw to, and he threw to Logan Ott over the middle. And Logan, the freshman, made the catch. Lewis inside the 30, down to the 29. Saving tackle by Todd Sanford.
I tell you, he's tough on both sides of the ball. He's not very big, and you get somebody like Lewis running at you with a head of steam like that. He went in and just took his legs and brought him down.
This secondary, babe. Tom Gravish felt pretty good. He's got Sanford back there, Breon Frotz, and Kobe Peacock. And good linebackers and juniors, Hunter O'Connor and Dominic Williams. They've been active. They've intercepted 7 passes this year. Lewis again. Ironically, the running game has been big for both teams tonight. He gets out over the 25, and Tyler Smith, the defensive end, 15, comes over to make that tackle for the Bulldogs. As the Warriors now with 7.5 left in the first half, trying to come down and tie this game. Lewis has 8 carries, 64 yards in the ball game tonight. Get an update on Todd Sanford tonight because he's caught 2 for 66 and 2 touchdowns. Torrin Lewis, not that time. Harlan Byer, the big nose tackle.
There's one of them right there.
Mason Sechrist doing a good job. He's been tough this year. Another junior for Tom Gravich at 6'1", 216 back. That Shea caught on the dead run. You can't throw it or catch it any better. What a route run by the speedy Tom Shea. Back to pass. Messina off the pump fake. He runs out of real estate and another Shore sack, their third of the night. Backside pressure. That time, Max Mason, the defensive end, and his counterpart, Tyler Smith, number 15.
A coverage sack. I mean, he had no one to go to downfield. Messina had plenty of time, just no one to throw to, and they got to him.
5:57 until halftime. 14-7. Dogs on top of the Warriors who drive at the 29-yard line. Messina back to pass. Over the middle. Tom Shea, touchdown. What a throw, what a catch, and they got it back after having one called back on a 29-yard route by one of the top receivers in Central PA. And now the Warriors within one, Babe Bear.
And again, another crossing pattern, and that's the secret. If you run across that field, all right, both teams are playing a lot of man. You run across that field, you're getting trailed. Let's watch the replay here. You saw Tom come across the field, catch the ball, turn it up, and go into the end zone. But if you run crossing patterns with your receivers against man coverage, you're going to get things to open up. Both these coaches know that. At halftime, they're both going to talk about it.
And Lazarka is perfect for the season. We're tied at 14. What a ball game. Bulldog. Live.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can absolutely, it's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
You know, when you talk pizza in Williamsport, Park Pizza, a build 9 in Memorial Avenue, Williamsport. Call Scott today, 322-9024, Park Pizza.
Bryson Messina adding to his total, and the record's falling at Montoursville. 5,000 yards in the year, another touchdown pass, that time to Tom Shea. 29 yards, and we're tied up. And a good kick by Lazarka. 6 touchbacks this year. Lazarka perfect on the PATs and 4 out of 6 in field goals, the All-State kicker. Game of the week brought to you by Matt Lingle. Lingle's Neighborhood Market. It is the go-to place for groceries and everything you need here in Jersey Shore, PA. And thanks to Matt Lingle, all their hospitality. We're over on the porch right by Lingle's where we have to set up to do the ball game. Thank God it's not raining.
That's a penalty against Jersey Shore. Yeah, they threw a flag down here.
They're going to go to Kevin Titus on that jet sweep.
They had 2 men in motion at the same time. And you're probably right, Gary Crispin. It could have well been a jet sweep that was going to occur because both men went in motion facing each other.
Bulldogs set back. It's going to be 1st and 15.
Now, that's what you don't want to do in this situation. There's still a lot of time in this ball game for a couple of possessions to change. So it's you want to go in here at halftime tie or with a lead, you got to make the best out of your possessions, and starting off with a penalty is not good.
He's got Jarrett Guthrie back there with him. Guthrie came in here with 300-plus yards, 158 against Troy, and a great big run out over the 20 to the 23-yard line, and Anthony Washington.
Yeah.
The corner makes a saving tackle over there and a good first down run that time for Guthrie.
And you know something, Anthony Washington may be the most improved player I've seen out of this Montoursville football squad from last year. Last year he saw some spotted time. Towards the end of the season, maybe a little more. This year, that's a big play he made right there. He had a man in position to block him, fought off the block, made the tackle.
That ball's fumbled. And still loose, and who got on it? That time, bad snap out of the gun and trying to scramble and get on that football, and it looks like Guthrie's going to get on it. That time, Brian Schaefer, let's double check that. They got some heat coming down for the Montoursville Warriors. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll take time here at Jersey Shore, tied at 14. We'll be right back on WebWeeklyLive.com.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts in Dolly's Diner just off North Oilsock Avenue.
When it comes to health insurance, Roach Financial has the solution. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience earning your trust by offering health coverage for business, individuals, and families. The Affordable Health Care Act has created a greater need for a trusted benefits consultant who can help disentangle it so you and your employees understand the new changes and requirements. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
Third down, 17. Jersey Shore, that's Tani in motion. Rolling that way, Shamori. Sets up, throwing deep, incomplete. Good coverage, Warriors. That time, Schaefer, the safety. Here's with Tani all the way around. And almost looking like a wheel route to the outside that time as he was in motion, and they try to get him deep, and a good coverage by the Warriors. And now you're looking at fourth down, about 17.
And you're going to be punting the ball almost on your goal line.
And Kobe Peacock, the punter, the Warriors in great shape to get it back in great field position. And as you get into that final couple of minutes of the quarter, as Leahy comes back in, you also want to have an idea that you've got a great kicker in Lazorka. If you need to get 3 points, you're tied at 14. That could be the case, too. So now time called. We're going to keep it right here. WebWeeklyLive.com. Some interesting scores tonight. Shikellamy beating Williamsport tonight 13-7 at Schick tonight. So kind of interesting. We told you Schick is a real good football team. The Warriors of Montoursville had a scrap to beat them 25-20. That game early in the first half. And Peak, no return. Jones is going to down it. At about the 46-yard line, they're going to set a first down and 10.
All right, plenty of time, almost 5 minutes, 4:46 left on the clock.
Game of the week brought to you by Jim Moff, Moff & Associates. Check them at moffandassociates.com. Retirement income plan. 32+ years. Yes, a moment ago. Sanford has put up 2. Lewis has run for 1 for Montoursville. And Todd Sanford caught 2 passes from Shamori, and that's where we are. Messina, there's Shea again. He's so tough after the catch and makes up 5 to 6 more yards that time with well-covered guys on him. And Titus comes over to make the play. That time, also some help from Mason. But again, Tom Shea having another big night for Tom Shea tonight. He came in with 20 catches on the season.
I'll tell you, Tom Shea has a nice, very quick first
touchdown tonight. Messina back in the gun. They're going to slip it again to Lewis. Big haul Lewis. Inside the 25 to the 20-yard line. It comes out, fumbled, and the Bulldogs get it back off the fumble. Boy, that's tough. Tough for the Warriors. Great big break. Bulldogs off their fumble recovery. Let's try to get an idea if we can see who recovered that fumble, because when Lewis wide open down to the 25, they're going to be in business. That is a great hit by Christian Tani, the hit. And the recovery's made, and I believe it's going to be Kevin Titus, number 21, picks it up. But Tani getting the credit there. What a pop by Christian Tani. The ball comes out, and now the Bulldogs have it back.
And Lewis comes out of the game. He's holding his side. He took a hard hit on that play. And as a result, he's hurting down on the sideline right now. They can't afford to lose another running back.
Double wide hats left and right. Boy, you're right about that. Back to Pashamori, going for all of it. Deep, trying to go to Hunter Frotz. Covered by Washington, incomplete. Trying to come back and get a quick 6. Boy, you're right, babe. Nolan Ott has had so many bad luck things happen to him injury-wise during his career. He's a great athlete, both sides of the ball. They're hoping to get him back in the next week or so. Logan Ott, his brother, a freshman, looks like to be a guy of the future, and we're probably going to see him. But Torrin Lewis is having a big night. They also lost Oleg Bonner, who they thought might have been a starting tailback. Knee injury, first game of the year. There's Guthrie the other way in a big hole. Jersey Shore in a run out here over. And the Warriors steal it back. Washington comes out with it. Anthony Washington picks up his second fumble recovery of the season. He ran one back against Danville again. Here's Guthrie going for the first down. That ball comes out. A great pop by Dyer. Washington the loose ball, and the Warriors have it back. But now they're going to say it will be a Jersey Shore ball now.
Yeah, I think they said that the ground caused the fumble.
Boy, I don't know. We saw that replay. I'd love to review it if this was college football, because I think the Warriors would have had it. Nice play, Dyer. Great play, Washington. All right, Bulldogs get it back. And now a flag comes out in Jersey Shore. And it may be against the Montoursville Warriors. As Torrin Lewis, by the way, still in this ball game.
On sportsmanlike conduct against Montoursville, that's
tough.
not good, yeah.
That's tough, and that is a major penalty, giving the Dogs the ball inside the 50 to the 49-yard line with 4 minutes left until halftime.
Boy, J.C. Kiefer's not going to be happy about that.
We'll be going down to Ben Reichley, trying to talk to either J.C. or Tom Gravish right here at the end of this half. But we've got a ways to go. Under 4 minutes. Now the Dogs on the march, tied at 14. Chamori. Flags again. And I'm telling you, we're in a ball game right now, babe. We've had so many, the whistle blowing, the whole rhythm of this ball game is starting to go the other way. It's going to be a false start against the Bulldogs. Both teams have had some problems with the penalties in this game tonight. Messina, 8 out of 11, 86 yards and a touchdown. Chamori is 4 of 9 for 73, and he's hit Sanford for 2 tonight. They go trips, top of the screen. Sanford down here. Keep an eye on him. Back to pass. Rolling right. Pressure coming. That time, Bryce Rank got the pressure on, and a great job by Rank. As he put some heat on that time, the Montoursville Warriors also a good job. As Dalton Tubbs, 62, came over and did a good job defensively.
And also a good job by the quarterback of throwing that ball away, and the receivers of running towards the ball, which made it legal, and salvaging a lot of yardage there.
Ravish got to feel pretty good. He's got Chamori, 6'2 and a half, 188, and only a junior, putting up big numbers. Give it away that time to Guthrie. Breaks a tackle, 50, 45, and diving ahead to the 43-yard line. Big play for the orange and black. And now the Bulldogs, after that fumble was called no fumble, Dyer makes a tackle. Brandon Dyer's doing a heck of a job tonight. He's caught 2 passes, made a lot of tackles from his safety spot next to Schaefer. He's starting in place of the injured Nolan Ott.
Going to be 3rd and about 4.
3rd down for Chamori. Back to pass, guns it. Catch, it's Sanford. I think he trapped it incomplete. No catch. Riley Conboy was with him all the way that time. Would have been a great catch.
Good call by the official on that side of the field.
He's caught 2 for touchdowns already tonight. Next week, Sauk hosting South. And our Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week live on WebWeeklyLive.com. And now the punt with 2:57 left, back to the Montoursville Warriors. Peacock. It's a straight up in the air. Conboy said no return there. They're going to watch it be down. Max Mason gets down and downs it. And they're going to set up 1st down and 10. Game of the Week brought to you by Kiss FM. Kiss 102.7, the 80s to now. Still 2 weeks to go. Our Disney Family Adventure back in the Crispin Show. Penn State football tomorrow. Pregame at 2. Kickoff 3:30 against Michigan on Kiss. Our 30th year providing Penn State football to Central PA. Your 53,000-watt home of Penn State. And in a couple of weeks, I think I gave it away. The Extreme Kitchen Makeover with John Alvarado and Alvarado Construction is coming back in a couple of weeks on Kiss FM. Back here, Messina off the pump fake. He's gone deep. He's got Conboy. Last second.
Defense, the receiver ran a nice pattern. Just a good job by Sanford of getting down there and getting his hand up in the air and knocking that away. That was a nice play, though.
2nd down, 10, tied at 14. Harder's play to win halftime show coming up. Babe Bear's answer to who is he and where is he now? One of the great athletes of all time in Lycoming County history, and he is a Jersey Shore Bulldog. Second down, 10. Down at the 14-yard line. And Todd Sanford, 5'9", about 155. Just quick, deceiving, great hands. And we mentioned really impressed him out at Kent State this summer. Tom Gravish said he's up against big schools from Columbus, Ohio, and he was making catches all over the place.
I think they measured him at 5'9" with his spikes on and a helmet because he doesn't look that big, but he plays really big.
Warriors have double wideouts left and right. Set back, Lewis. Messina gives it to Lewis again. Doesn't get much that time. Jersey Shore reacts and does it well that time. Dominic Williams, the linebacker, 44, comes over to make the play. Timeout called. We will take time this time. 1:52 till halftime. 14 all from Jersey Shore. This is the Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week.
Hi, this is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. You've known us as your baseball headquarters for years. But now we'd like you to know we have a full line of football equipment like Under Armour cleats, receivers gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your rewards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
You know, BJ's Steak and Rib House of Sealands Grove has been a Central PA classic since 1982. And they offer Central PA's only authentic oyster bar, available open to close 7 days a week, hot and cold selections from the cold waters of New England to the Canadian Maritimes at BJ's. Plus, they offer Central PA's premium house-dry aged steaks, all hand-cut in BJ's own butcher shop. BJ's Steak and Ribs, a Central PA classic in Sealands Grove.
Here comes Bryson Messina. His last kick, well, very first kick was 44 yards. Averages better than 43 a kick. One of the great QBs in Central PA, one of the best punter, I would say. Kicking back. Sanford back there. Sanford up there leading Pennsylvania in receptions coming into this game. We've got some of the best in this ball game, that's for sure. Jersey Shore and Montoursville, a lot of great individuals, and two real good coaches, and J.C. Kiefer and Tom Gravish, and a great staff around both of these guys.
You're absolutely right, Gary. There's a lot of things going on in this ball game right here, and we got a whale of a ball game between two teams that really want to win. And hang time.
You're right. Franz comes near side. Double wide each side. Shamori back to pass. Pressure coming. Hoffman got him. He got it away. And Titus. Now that's going to be Peacock. It makes the grab at the 50 and got down to the 48-yard line. Anthony Washington a saving tackle there. A lot of weapons to go to. You know, they throw the ball to Jason Dincher, Hunter Franz, Kevin Titus, Kobe Peacock, and Austin Breon, and the tight end Tyler Smith, let alone dumping it to backs. Elijah Shamori, junior QB, first year starting, putting up big numbers. He's around 1,000 yards right now. Back to pass. Here comes Rothrock, and Washington, a backside blitz. Caught him. Good play by Washington, and Keegan Leahy, number 10, comes over to make the play too. Number 10, who started this ball game at fullback tonight. That's a key for the Montoursville Warriors tonight.
I tell you, it is that time Shamori did a good job of making the first man miss, but the Warriors had so many people back on him, he never had a chance. That was a big play.
Second down, 18. Shamori back to pass. Guns it to the outside. Incomplete. They try to come that time to Kobe Peacock. 5'10", 162, a sophomore. Brandon Dyer covered him well, playing a great first half. He and Washington doing a good job tonight in this game.
Those out patterns are the same as a crossing pattern. It has the same, when you're going against a man defense, it has the same effect. That is, if you run off and create space with the runoff man and bring a man underneath, he's going to be open.
Third down. And time called. Montoursville will take time out. Shamori, 5 out of 13, 86 yards. We'll be back under a minute left. Game of the week with Rennie Road Armor All-State tied at 14. Back in a minute. You know, I'm sitting here in my own booth. That's right. They've given me my own booth here at Macetto's Deli and Six Pack, Kenwood Avenue. I'm here every week because they have the best homemade soups and deli sandwiches in the region. And now, home-style breakfast, 6 to 10 weekdays, Saturdays 7 to 11, great desserts, great salads, and the Friday night football dinner special. They sell it out. Don't miss it. Whatever you do, check it out for the best in Central PA, Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township.
Son, it's time to learn how to change a tire. Let's see. Yeah, I know it's in here. Oh, here we go. Then you want the, no, maybe that's what this is for. Oh, listen, come on. Are you getting any of this?
Dad, I sent our GPS location to AAA 20 minutes ago.
Really?
You gave me a trip.
Here come the Bulldogs. Peacock in motion. Shamori back to pass. Out to the outside front. The catch, the hook and ladder. And that time, the hook and lateral, that time didn't work as Washington and Torrin Lewis got in the way as they tried to pitch it back to Tawney for a big play. And the Warriors had that play smothered. Good play.
And I'll tell you who's having a good game is Washington. Wow, he's in on a lot of plays and doing a great job. That time he did a good job of not giving up on that first pass and holding his space when they pitched the ball. He was right there to make the play.
Time called again. We'll keep it right here. Of course, we want to thank our big sponsors, Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance. He's been part of this for years, and 38 years here in Central Pennsylvania, the #1 Allstate agency in Pennsylvania, top 10 in the nation. And when you make the change to Rennie Road Armor Allstate, you're part of their family. It's all about service. That's what Rennie preaches every day, and they do a great job. Game of the Week brought to you, too, by Auto Trim Design, and I know Rennie's got a piece of that. Rennie, of course, purchase your car design. There is a ball that is nearly blocked. Washington lets it go by and picks it up and slips and falls. Dangerous play inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And now the Warriors, 32. That was a 48-yard punt. So both kickers doing a good job that time, but Peacock had got that great roll.
All right, Montoursville has one timeout, so what you're going to do here is you are probably going to either just take a knee, run the clock out, or you're going to go deep. That way, if it's intercepted, they're not going to be able to get it back for a touchdown, hopefully.
Messina's going to take the knee, and they're going to protect this first half lead. Halftime coming up. Harder's play to win halftime. We'll be going to our man down below, Ben Reichley, and we'll go down and talk right now if we can. Let's go down, as the half is over, let's go down to Ben Reichley with J.C. Kiefer. Ben.
A heck of a half, some highs and lows.
That's probably the worst half of football we've played all year, to be quite honest with you. Flat. No, I mean, we didn't show up to play. So we're going to go in and see if the kids want to get on the bus and go home, or if they want to finish this game.
Coach, good luck the second half. You heard Coach Kiefer there. My point was Montoursville answered all the Jersey Shore's scores, and if you look at the penalties, that's the frustration part from the coaching staff, particularly when they're lining up wrong in week 5. You've had a scrimmage also in that. But, Babe, I go back from a defensive guy, and you look at on defense, you have to defend width and depth. Right now, the only depth we've seen out of Montoursville is the crossing patterns, which are working great. And the width we've seen out of Jersey Shores is the misdirection plays. So it's going to be interesting to see what changes each staff makes. But you know what? I'm going to guess Coach and ask them if they want to play football. You heard him say here, are they going to get on the bus or not? So I'm looking for Montoursville to come out. But I'll tell you what, Jersey Shore's right there.
Yeah, this great first half. Tied at 14. Thanks, Ben. We'll take a timeout. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Watching live on WebWeeklyLive.com. The Harders play to win halftime show coming up. And, babes, who is he? Where is he now? One of the greatest athletes in Jersey Shore and Lycoming County history. Who is it? We'll find out next. Don't go away. Well, 38 years in the making. Rennie Road Armor Allstate is #1 in Pennsylvania. They continue to evolve, and now John Grant has joined the company. Tell me more about your new role here at Rennie Road Armor.
I'm here as the benefits manager with my daughter Jennifer. We administer programs to local owners and businesses to help them maintain their employees by offering voluntary benefits that they can pick up, such as accident and disability. But one of the main things we're going to talk about today is our cancer program. As you know, in the country, 1 out of 2 males and 1 out of 3 females suffer with cancer. And our programs are made to supplement them. Talk about if they end up having a mammogram or a colonoscopy, that's paid for. Transportation paid for. But the big thing is their initial diagnosis, or if they have radiation and chemo, it pays $10,000 to them directly, that they don't have to pay to any other medical institution or any doctor. It goes directly to them to help offset their financial woes during this time of loss.
You've known them for more than 50-plus years in the Williamsport area. Alvarado Construction, offering extensive design and build services throughout Pennsylvania. Commercial builds from Starbucks to Panera and so much more. John Alvarado, now you're adding residential, and some of the finest homes are going to be built by you guys.
We've been doing residential design and construction work for about the last 4 years. Partnered with a firm called Scholl's Design, who is a residential architectural firm, probably the premier firm in the country. Have an extensive catalog of their designs, as well as we have the ability to do our own custom designs as well.
And remodeling, a rebuild of a house to change the look.
Yeah, both interior or exterior. We did the kitchen makeover last year with your crew.
Yeah, the KISS FM kitchen makeover, what a success. Boy, that was a happy family in South Williamsport.
Great project, gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days. That was great. The exterior renovation work we've been doing has been everything from brick, stucco, stone, new facelifts for your home.
So, for a new build, commercial or now residential, make it Alvarado Construction for the finest in central Pennsylvania.
Welcome to the Harder's Halftime Show. I'm Dennis. This is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. At the beginning of the year, every team needs to raise funds. At Harder's, they put the fund back in fundraising. You go to PA Goods. We've been your baseball headquarters for years and years. And now, we'd like you to know that we're your headquarters for football and soccer and wrestling, any fall sport, winter sport, springs. We're here at Harder Sporting Goods, and we're your hometown sporting goods store. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
Was a 1971 Jersey Shore High grad who would be a champion throughout his life? Well, if you guessed two-time PIAA state and NCAA national champion Dan Muthler, you're correct. In his junior and senior seasons, Dan would be a two-time PIAA state wrestling champion. In college at the United States Naval Academy at Annapolis, he would be an alternate behind legendary wrestler Dan Gable in the 1971 USA World Team and receive All-American honors as the 1973 142-pound NCAA National Wrestling Champion. Following his Naval Academy graduation, Dan would spend 12 and a half years flying helicopters as a U.S. Marine and another 24 years as a pilot in the Army National Guard. Following his military retirement in 2013, he continued flying as a life flight helicopter pilot. Today, Dan and his wife Jan reside in Annie's Fort and the farmhouse where his father was born in the early 19th century. Presently, Dan works as a life flight helicopter pilot stationed at the Williamsport. This past August, Dan was selected as one of the initial inductees in the Lycoming County Sports Walk in downtown Williamsport. Jersey Shore's Dan Muthler, this week's Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance. Who is he and where is he now? Stay tuned for more.
Well, John Kennedy, you've been with us a lot of years here on Cable Sports, and now with Auto Trim Design, Legion Road, Muncie. Tell me about, now you're still doing real estate, but tell me about the new Auto Trim Design.
Yeah, I am still doing real estate with Fish, but I partnered up with Rennie Road Armor for Auto Trim Design, which is a building and equipment and designers and installers that can do pretty much anything. They can wrap something new for you. They can add on something new. They can change something new. And we're also in the sports line. We can do banners for schools. We can do decals for helmets. We can do pretty much anything here.
So bottom line is you want to get a new look for your business. Great way to market. They totally wrapping vehicles. It's amazing how they can wrap a building, for God's sakes, anything under the sun.
And our installer probably has. She's fantastic. She's one of the best in the area.
So when it comes to a new marketing plan or something cool, even you might want to even do it with your boat on the river, this is a way to get it wrapped and get it redone. Auto Trim Design.
Auto Trim Design can do it, and we are quick to turn around.
Okay.
And we have Saturday appointments as well.
How do they get in touch with you?
570-546-8455, and we're on 530 Legion Road, right behind Lezer Lumber.
Check it out today. Auto Trim Design. Thanks, Joan.
Thanks, Gary.
Well, it's halftime, and I'm hungry. And, of course, when I see this man, I get real hungry. Chef Hosh is here of Chef Hosh and Catering. It's part of the halftime show. You do Penn State tailgate parties, but now you're going all catering this fall and this winter. New location, West 4th Street. And out of that mobile kitchen, you can do everything.
Yes, in the mobile kitchen, you're right, Gary. Some people see the mobile kitchen and they know they're going to eat good the night when they see our mobile kitchen pull up in their drive. And we do home parties. We do tailgates, like you said, Christmas parties, business parties, and our new location down here on 4th Street across from P.D. Kurdick House. We have 3 rooms in there, 2 of them seating about 25 and the other one seats about 65.
So a dinner party for 10 or maybe one for over 400. You can cover it all. You can go informal like you're doing for my Army Navy party, or you can go real fancy.
Yep, we can go real fancy. Yep, we can do 5-course meals. Say
he's the best. How do you get in touch with you?
570-850-9843. Chef Hoshin and Catering.
Check him out. Do it this fall. And we're back here on the Fairfield Auto Group halftime show with Rick Quigley, longtime GM at Fairfield, 30-plus years in this business. And I'll tell you, Rick, you guys continue to expand. We're down at the end of the county. You guys pretty much own it with the locations right here at the Halls-Pennsdale exit off I-180.
Well, that's right, Gary. We've got our Hyundai store across the street. We have Toyota right here, and behind me is Honda. And at the end of the cul-de-sac is going to be our brand new BMW store, which we've already broken ground, and they're clearing that off right now as we speak.
Yeah, and that's bigger and better than ever, meaning you're selling a lot, meaning they want to put more cars here. That's huge. A luxury model that people love.
Yeah, BMW has done very well, and their forecast for BMW is to do exceptionally well over the next few years. They've got a lot of new brands coming out, new models, and it's the only luxury brand in this market.
Great thing about it, too, you've got locations over this entire region of Central PA, and one of the newest is down in Lewisburg, state-of-the-art facility for Chevy and Caddy.
Yeah, finished the Chevy Cadillac store last year, have a huge parking lot across the street, hold up to 500 cars, and doing very well with a great display there.
And the Kaiser boys have got a location in Danville in the Muncie area, Route 405. You've got the Dodge and you've got Jeep and everything there. And, of course, Fairfield Ford implements Ford at the Auto Mall with BMW moving here and Volkswagen down there, too. And that's a great location.
It is a great location, and having Ford up the other end of the county certainly helps. We have both ends covered for our customers.
Rick, you're all over it. Let's get 30 more years coming for Fairfield.
That's what we're here for. Thanks.
Congratulations, and make it Fairfield for fair deals. We are back. Carter's Play to Win halftime show. Gary Crispin and Bay Bear. Dan Muethler, or as the Buethlers pronounce it, Mootler.
Mootler.
Dan Mootler.
I talked to Dan about that, and I said, Dan, if I call you Mootler, I said, no one will know who I'm talking about because everybody thinks it's Mootler. And Dan says, well, my dad would straighten you out if he was here.
Yeah, that's right. Dan Muethler on the Sports Walk, one of the greatest athletes of all time. 2 PIAA crowns as a junior and senior at graduated in 71 from Jersey Shore, so 70-71. Then he goes to the Naval Academy, wins the national championship. And, that backs up Dan Gable in the world championships. Dan Gable, the legendary wrestler. And now he's on the Sports Walk. So Dan Muethler, congratulations from Jer Shore. That's how you say it, Jer Shore. All right, you've got that.
I'll tell you what, we got a good ball game going here, Gary. This is a ball game here where I think both coaches have done a great job of coaching up this game. I think they're doing what they have to do. Mistakes are killing both teams. They got to straighten out the mistakes at halftime.
And some bad penalties, too. And right now, Shore has 9-8 in first downs. 155 total yards. Montoursville, 189 for Shore. Messina, 9 out of 13, 88, and a touchdown to Tom Shea. Shamori, 6 out of 14. He's thrown 2, picked once. 90 yards, both to who else but Todd Sanford, has caught 2 for touchdowns and 66 yards in this ball game tonight. Torrin Lewis has run well for Montoursville, 11 for 88, and he had a touchdown run. Guthrie running well for Shore, 9 for 53. And Shea has caught 6 for 51. Sanford 2 for 66, 2 touchdowns. But get a load of that. 10 as a team coming in here as far as sacks go. Mike, let's talk right now back in the truck. River Valley Transit, some big plays. And let's take a look at some of the big plays in the first half of this ball game right here. If we're all ready to go from RV to look at 48 yards.
Yep, one of those crossing patterns. The man was trailing behind him. He turned it upfield. They ran off the corner, and he's into the end zone. I'll tell you, he's tough.
Yeah, and then, of course, the Warriors come back and answer Tom Shea, and it's a second chance. Warriors came out, made some big plays, some good runs by Lewis. And if we have it, we're going to try to get to it. As in that first half of the ball game, with about 5:40 left until halftime, Messina hit Shea, and that part of a 74-yard drive. What was so impressive about Shore and that touchdown pass to Sanford, they started at their own 10, a 90-yard drive to come down here and take the lead. And then the Warriors answered, trailing 14-7, 74-yard drive and a 29-yard touchdown pass from Messina to Tom Shea. And Shea just has that knack of getting open. A good first half, 6 for 51 yards in this ball game tonight. And if we get a chance, let's take another look. And here's Tom Shea over the middle, finds it wide open, and a good job getting by his man.
Again, another crossing pattern. When you're going across that field horizontally, all right, you're going to be open as long as they're in a man-to-man defense. And a zone, there's going to be a man to cover there. Not a zone. If it's man-to-man, he's going to be open.
Well, 14-14 at halftime. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Ben Reichley, and the Rennie Rhode Armor Allstate Game of the Week here on Cable Sports in our 30th season. And great to be with you with Jim Webb and the gang. WebbWeeklyLive.com. Next week, we'll be at Loyalsock as the Southside Mounties come across the bridge to play their arch rival. No, not the Montoursville Bridge. They come over the Carl Stutz Market Street Bridge. And what a ball game that should be. And then 2 weeks, Southern Columbia at Montoursville. And then the Millionaires coming up after that. We're going to take a timeout. Tied at 14 from Jersey Shore.
Hi, this is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. You've known us as your baseball headquarters for years. But now we'd like you to know we have a full line of football equipment like Under Armour cleats, receivers gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your rewards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport. Biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Now you can afford to celebrate your special moments at Walt Disney World Resort. Contact your local AAA office or go to AAA.com/Disney to learn how.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little
Cannot wait
Kiss 102.7, the 80s to now.
Well, we are back at Jersey Shore. They're the Bulldogs tied at 14. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Ben Reichley. We'll go down and get an update from Ben. And we'll get Ben in position down there. And Ben, if you're ready to go, let's go down to Ben Reichley. And what do you think coaches are talking about? You've been in a lot of locker rooms when you played.
Hey, he's got to go in and ask him if you want to get on the bus. And babe, you've been there enough. Sometimes you can look at your team and you know that they know they didn't play bad, and they know that they have to play better. And sometimes that's all you have to say, and they'll get themselves motivated. Other times you got to choose some backside, and you guys tell them what's going on. Will any team change what they did, what they thought they couldn't do in the first half? I doubt it. Lit up.
Ironically, Ben, both quarterbacks are right around the same in attempts. Shamori has thrown 14. Messina has thrown it 13 times in the first half of the ball game.
And total yards, Gary, are what? 155 Montoursville, 189 Jersey Shore?
Something like that, yeah. They're real tight.
And the score is too. So let's see what happens. And I go back to this. I've seen it, and especially this year. Does a key penalty, not so much a turnover, does a key penalty hurt one of these teams?
Yeah, that's it. Key penalty, big play. The Warriors, remember, have been in 4 straight and now 5 really tight games. They have not had a breather all season long. That impressive win, 42-30 over a ranked Danville. Both were in the top 10 at the time as they beat them. And so it's pretty interesting. And then they had the real tight game last week, 31-29 over Mount Carmel. So they've shown the character. And one thing J.C. Kiefer told me this week at practice, that they're having fun. They're having fun. On the other side, Tom Gravish said, hey, we've got a great chemistry on this team. It's a family, is what Tom Gravish told me earlier in the week. So 2 teams, a lot of similarities, and both teams show a lot of similarities on both sides of the ball for this club tonight. Squibbing it back, Warriors. Dyer gets knocked out of bounds to the 40-yard line. Montoursville, good field position. They're going to set up first down and 10. Jason Dincher comes over to make the tackle for Jersey Shore. And here comes Bryson Messina, one of only 3 players in District 4 history to pass for over 5,000 yards. It was Matt Petropola was the answer we were looking for earlier. I thought it was Lycoming County, District 4. Petropola, that prolific passer out of Wellsboro. And Pat Carey out of Loyalsock, who started for 4 years and then starred at Bloomsburg University. On first down, Messina trying to get something going, and nothing there. Good job, good hit that time. Torrin Lewis maybe lost a yard that time, and Harlan Byer, the nose tackle, 6'1", 242, and a senior. We mentioned he tied a Shore record with 5 sacks individually against Bellefonte in that first game of the year. Shores dial up 3 sacks. Montoursville 2 in the game. Quarterbacks have felt the pressure. Messina, quick throw. Conboy behind him. Incomplete. Covered by Sanford. And it brings up third down.
Well, the timing was off on that pattern. That's a timing pattern where Messina releases the ball before the receiver makes his break. And there was no timing there at all. Gary, I'm going to tell you exactly what J.C. Kiefer said at halftime in the locker room. He said, guys, we stunk up the first half, and it's still 14-14.
That's right.
If we straighten things out, we can handle this game. We can have this game. He was angry at halftime during the interview.
Double wideouts on third down and 10. Messina. Think about bringing pressure, and I think they're offside. Yeah, they showed their hand that time. And coming up the middle and gambling on that, Hunter O'Connor, 55, the sophomore linebacker, and he was offside as they were bringing the full-out blitz on Messina. So I think a big key is Mitchell Rothrock, the tight end, because every time they've gone to him with a big play, he's made a big play. He caught 2 for 138 last week, 74 and 64 yards for touchdowns.
The problem is they have him split out, and he's covered man-to-man. If they were in a zone.
Down, not on that play, but coming up this second half, keep an eye on number 47. I think he's going to be a big guy for them to go to.
Yeah, they haven't been using tight end.
Got one tonight.
Yeah. Against a zone, Against a zone, a tight end can hurt you on things. Against a man-to-man, there's a man covering you, even if you're out at an H-back position.
3rd down and 6. Messina has been one of the great weapons as he's averaged 43, 44 yards a punt, and a good punt again. As that is going to be down by the Montoursville Warriors, and coming over to down is going to be Brian Schaefer, the safety. That time, a punt of 39 yards. Messina's long was 44 in this ball game. Game of the week brought to you by Alvarado Construction. And you know them for all the great commercial builds for 50-plus years. And recently, Starbucks and Panera and the Basin Street Shopping Center, you know them from all the big builds. You'd be amazed what they've done in this area. Now they're doing residential. From houses from scratch to remodels, the best Alvarado Construction. And now the Warriors trying to stop Jersey Shore. Guthrie trying to turn the corner, and good hit. Riley Conboy comes up to make the play, and Brian Schaefer, the safety, over there to help out in that play too.
All right, had a new set, had 5 receivers that time out for Jersey Shore, and ran the ball.
Here comes Shamori on 2nd down. Back to pass, pump fake. He's going long. He's looking for Frantz. Jump ball. Washington. Frantz took it away. He's at the 30, 25, 20. He's taken it the distance. 83 yards. Hunter Frantz. Touchdown. Bulldogs. And Washington nearly had the pick, and he stole it back away from Anthony Washington. Washington falls down, and he goes in for the score. 83 yards, Shamori. Over 1,000 yards this season. And another big touchdown pass for the young junior QB. And what a play by Hunter Frantz.
I tell you, it was a great play by Frantz because Washington had him covered well, went up, had the interception, but he came down first. Frantz was on his way up, got leverage, took the ball away, and goes to the end zone.
Here comes Cameron Griffin. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is no good. Wide left. Timeout with 10:22 left, 3rd period. Bulldogs up 20-14 over Jersey Shore. You're watching live on WebbWeeklyLive.com. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Hey, there's a great new way to market your business. State-of-the-art signage, auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie, Joan Kennedy. We go back a lot of years. Tell me all about auto trim.
You know, it's a great place. We design decals. We do tinning. We'll do accessories for vehicles.
Sports team and so much more. Auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie. Check them out this week.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my 3rd wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Jersey Shore hits a line drive back to Montoursville. And Tom Shea looking for a seam, dives out over the 35 and out to about the 39-yard line. Montoursville was 3 and out a moment ago. And then striking back, that time Shamori throws one deep, man-to-man coverage going up as Hunter Frantz. And what a play he made. Anthony Washington in position to make the pick. He stole it back away from Washington. And 6'2", 186, and only a junior, and Hunter Frantz. And when you've got a great young quarterback like Shamori and all the guys that Tom Gravish has back next year, the orange and black is waiting for it. Warriors have got to loosen him up with a couple pass plays right here to get that running game going again, I think.
Yeah, well, you know, they're trying to get people to tighten up and get that passing game going would be the way I would look at this right here. But the running game's not going to, and I don't think Lewis is 100%. He's not running as hard as he did in the first half of this ball game.
Yeah, they just brought in Logan Ott. And Logan nearly returned it for a touchdown. And that time that ball hung up a bit for Messina. Trying to go to Dyer. And Sanford down in that corner. Messina takes a shot. Boy, I'm saying he got real close to getting in.
Yeah.
He really did. I think he got in. They called him out at the 2-yard line, and again, if this is college football, we'd be reviewing it right now on TV. But I think Sanford got in. I think he got on this side of the pylon, and I didn't see him step out at the 2. Referee was there, though.
I thought he was in, but he must have stepped out.
First and goal, 2-yard line. Shamori slips it. Guthrie, end zone, touchdown, Bulldogs. And now the Warriors are going to really play some catch-up. They're down 26-14. 2 big plays in a row. A Sanford interception return to the 2. Guthrie scores after an 83-yard pass right before that. This time, 26-14.
Yeah, they're definitely going for 2, particularly with Lazorka, because he can kick field goals. He can kick, and he's not going to miss extra points.
Well, you're talking. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to get that. You want to make it 28. Shamori. That's Stincher in motion. Rolling that way. Looking in the end zone. Throwing to the corner. And that catch is going to be made and out of bounds. And incomplete, they're going to call it. No 2-point conversion, but the Bulldogs are fired up. And in a hurry, they're up 12, 26-14. On the pick by Sanford, the 2-yard run by Guthrie. 9:16 left in the third. Shore up 26-14. This is the Rennie Rodarmel All-State Game of the Week.
When it comes to health insurance, Roach Financial has the solution. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience earning your trust by offering health coverage for business, individuals, and families. The Affordable Health Care Act has created a greater need. Benefits consultant and your employees understand the new changes and requirements. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football teams and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best in Williamsburg.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals, River Avenue. Washington runs by him. They need a big play wide by Lingle's Market. Tyler Smith making the tackle. And now let's see what J.C. Kiefer's going to dial up, because right now the Warriors, they can't panic. They're down 12. They want to settle down and get back in this ball game, but 2 plays in a hurry, and they're down 12 points.
Well, there's plenty of time left in the clock. We're less than 3 minutes into this third quarter, and we've gotten 2 touchdowns out of Jersey Shore.
Here comes Messina. They're going to give it away to Lewis, trying to run that football, and they're not getting much.
Lewis came off the field holding his hip, almost like he had a hip pointer, like he got hit on the hip and has a bruise on the hip. When that happens, you're going to lose your stride, and you're going to lose the strength out of that one leg, and I think he's a little hurting right now.
That time, David Tome, sophomore. Kyle Tome, his brother, is a backup running back. David Tome, a backup, has played very well. Jersey Shore making a big tackle on first down. Be incomplete. They try to go to Dyer underneath. And boy, I'll tell you, it goes to show you they've had, he has a cramp.
Yeah, I thought he had the wind knocked out of him, but they're now.
And Lushy, I don't know if you caught the distance of it, but we'll have to see it again. But a ball that was overshot. Sanford got the. It was 50-plus yards. Sanford, Shamori. And Shamori hit Hunter Franz, who went up and took the ball away from Washington. It appeared to make the interception. And he goes uncontested into the end zone, 83 yards. And now 26-14, Jersey Shore. Warriors trying to come back and answer. Bryson Messina, the senior at 6'4", 185. Broken all the Warrior records. Some of them were held by his uncle Mark Messina, who led his team to the state title in 1989. And now J.C. Kiefer needs a timeout to get his guys regrouped. And we will take time. Third quarter, 8:32 left. You're watching the Rennie Rodarmel All-State Game of the Week on WebbWeeklyLive.com. We'll be back. You've known the name for more than 50 years. Alvarado Construction, offering extensive design and build services all over Pennsylvania. John Alvarado, a huge success.
That was a great project. Gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days.
Alvarado Construction for residential and commercial builds. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco. Here comes Messina on 3rd down and 10, down 12. Conboy makes the catch over the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That'll be a first down.
And it will be enough for a first down. They needed that. As Warriors right now, they can't panic. They got to peck away here and get back in this game. 2 big plays, a pick by Sanford. Probably, Sanford made that pick 60-plus yards, returning it to the 2 Guthrie scored. And right before that, an 83-yard bomb. And a jump ball Franz took away from Washington. 83 yards for a touchdown. And Shore up 26-14. Pump fake. Pressure Cummins. Got a man there. Shea runs under and incomplete. Man-to-man against the 2 best receivers around the area in Sanford and Shea. And Sanford with him stride for stride. Tommy had, I think, a step. And that time Messina overshot him a bit. That would have been a great play and a great catch with Sanford right on him.
Well, Messina threw a good pass. I mean, when you're throwing that down there, you got to lead the man, get him away from that defender, and
Messina,
just a little bit too tall.
Babe, he's now 10 out of 19 for 101, and a touchdown to Shea. There's Lewis. Torrent, some room to run and more, and a good run for a first down out here over the 45 and out to about the 47-yard line. The linebacker Dominic Williams comes over to make the tackle. We mentioned Shamori, 7 out of 15 for 173, and he's thrown 3 touchdown passes in this game. 83 the last one. They bring Rothrock, the tight end, out of the game. Logan Ott out. And now Messina's got Lewis. Double wide left and right. Lewis has 106 yards and a touchdown in this game. Messina, pressure, another sack. And guess who? Harlan Byer, the sack king for the football team. His 6th sack of the...
I'll tell you, Byer that time, he shot a gap, and nobody touched him. Messina never had a chance. There's the play right there. I mean, it's he's tough. He comes off the ball hard, and he has a nose for where the gap is and where he's going to break through.
Tell you what, they dialed up 6 sacks on Lewisburg last week, and they had 10 team sacks in the opening game. That would be 4 sacks, not 5. And now flag comes out.
I think that's going to go against Jersey Shore.
Right now, the Warriors trying to get back. A lot of time left, 6:56 left in this football game in the 3rd period. Gary Crispin, Babe Bear, Ben Reichley.
Wow, I thought that was
going to be a false start against the Warriors, and they're backed up. They have really shot themselves in the foot in a lot of penalties in this ball game tonight.
Generally, when you see a half a line jump like that, it's on the offense, but I didn't see anybody in the offense move. But it doesn't take much of a move. All you have to do is move your hand or any part of your body.
I think Bryson tries to be perfect on every play.
Well, there was a lot of pressure on him there. They had a good rush, didn't get to him, but put pressure on him, and he's got to lead the man across the field. And all you need is just a little bit of be off by just a little bit, and it turns out to be a bad pass. That was the case there.
A lot of people said, what happened against Mifflinburg? Jersey Shore beaten by them. The second week. 25, 20, 15, touchdown, Shea from Messina, and the Warriors are back in the game, 65 yards. What a throw by Messina. Well, you don't throw it any better than that, and a great route run by Tom Shea.
Tom Shea ran a great route, split the defenders, got in the front. Messina threw a nice pass, and the 2 connect for a touchdown. Tom Shea's a darn good receiver himself. There it is. You can see how he split the defenders. 24 is the man that had him.
And he can fly. That is so big. Tom Shea and now Ethan Lazarka, who's trying to make state kicker. And the Warriors back in it. We've got a game 26-20. Jersey Shore on top. We'll be back. Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. You're watching WebWeeklyLive.com. Hey guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you gotta check out Janway Company at Janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best prices, the best products, and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at Janway.com. Hey, there's a great new way to market your business. State-of-the-art signage, auto trim design. All about auto trim.
You know, it's a great place. We design decals. We do tinning. We'll do accessories for vehicles. We'll do pretty much anything. All you do is have to send us a pic. We'll copy it. We'll completely wrap your vehicle. We're good.
Signage for a team, for a sports team, and so much more. Auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie. Check them out this week. Quite a night, 26-21 is our Shea on a great throw by Bryson Messina. And now Shea and Sanford trading touchdowns. Each have a pair on beautiful plays. And that ball is going to be another touchback by Lazorka, who's had 7 on the season. Shea has caught 7 for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. A pick that set up a touchdown. He has just the 2 catches for 66 yards. Both went for touchdowns. And again, thanks to Matt Lingle, Lingle's Neighborhood Market right behind us. We set up and park in their parking lot. Appreciate the hospitality. And no question, the go-to place for groceries, supermarket items, everything you need at Lingle's here in Jersey Shore. And now the Bulldogs up 5. They go jet sweep, trying to cut it back. Titus, nothing doing. And good job, Warriors. And now they're playing some defense down there in the middle, and a good job that time.
And, I like the way they run that jet sweep. A lot of times in that jet sweep, a man keeps coming and tries to get to the corner. You got to read what's up in front of you, and if there's no room up there, you cut it.
That corner to the outside, diving ahead to about the 30-yard line that time as the Warriors come up and get off that pile. Brian Schaefer, the safety, comes over to make that play. Schaefer, 32, made that play. And he's had a big, that should be a first down Jersey Shore, and it will be. Schaefer's had a big year this year. Of course, when you're the leading tackler and you're a safety, you can see they've been in a lot of big ball games against teams that could move the football. But they're 4-0. Shibori, back to pass. Guns to the outside, incomplete. Try to come under to Peacock that time. And it's incomplete. Couldn't get it. Brandon Dyer comes over. And that time, Kobe Peacock, intended receiver.
That's a tough pass pattern to defend. That time, Montoursville did as good a job as you could do. Forced him to throw the ball a little wide and get the incompletion.
Bulldogs up 5 now. They had a 12-point lead a moment ago. Boy, nothing doing there. Great big hit, Montoursville. And that time, Owen Hoffman, number 55, came over to make that tackle. Big time hit. Boy, they're playing well. They're doing well up front. And as J.C. Kiefer said and Tom Gravish, almost both guys said, we're having fun this year.
I don't know whether they pulled somebody there or what. But he just got into the backfield very quick. Made that stop.
Here comes Shamori. That man in motion that time, that is Tyson. Back to pass. Throwing back here, it's caught by Frantz. Had a man draped all over him. That time, Mitchell Rothrock came over to make the defense. Frantz still makes it now to 5. And now punting it back. That's Peacock. Conboy. And no return. Good job that time. Austin Brian got down there. Jones will down it. And now the Warriors of Montoursville after that 65-yard strike to Tom Shea for a touchdown. And now they've got to be feeling pretty good to come back in this third quarter. Game of the week brought to you by Harder Sporting Goods. And Scott does a great job, like Cumming Creek Road for a lot of years, over 100 years in our town. And Play to Win halftime show, but, you know, not only football and baseball and softball, but wrestling and soccer and swimming. They've got it all in team sports and all the awards at Harder's. Play to Win halftime show. With that football to the 40-yard line. Trying to get some running room. That's going to be Logan Ott. Dominic Williams comes over to make the tackle.
And Lewis is down on the sideline right now, and he's hurting. He's kind of limping around down there, and I don't know if he'll come back into the ball game or what. But the running game will certainly be slowed down without him in there.
No question. He has 100 yards. He lost a couple of yards in that last carry he had, but Lewis has 15 for 100 and a touchdown. Messina off the pump fake down the middle. He's got Shea. Shea the catch. What a play at the 30 and down to the 28. And Tom Shea's having a big-time night tonight. Came in with 20 catches. Kevin Titus a saving tackle and a big-time catch and run by Tom Shea. So tough, Babe, after he makes the catch. And here's another look at it, 32-yard gain.
Yeah, now watch him pump fake. He gets a pump fake downfield, then he delivers it down. By that time, Shea was in the open. As soon as he pumps that ball.
And Tom might have 19. He wears his hair long. You know who he reminds me of? My favorite number 19 that was a receiver, Lance Allworth, Bambi. And if Tom goes back, and of course he can Google that and go back probably on YouTube and watch what Lance Allworth, one of the greatest receivers of all time with the San Diego Chargers, he's got the right number and the right look, and he makes plays like Lance Allworth made.
Well, you're right. Everything you said about Lance Allworth was right. But Tom's parents may have to Google to see who Lance Allworth was. That's how long ago that was.
Does that mean we're old, babe?
We're old.
He was a great player in the 60s, 70s with the San Diego Chargers. 26-21 our score. And they're looking at, let's go down to Ben Reichley with an update down below. Ben.
Hey, what we're seeing in the second half now is you're seeing Montoursville pushing that ball deep and with outside routes, but deeper routes, and then the skinny post inside. Gary, Lance Allworth, the University of Arkansas Razorback, great analogy here with number 19. But I'll tell you what, the playmaker I'm seeing Tom Shea more as is Keyshawn Johnson, because he's making the plays his team needs to make. Bryson Musina stepping up in the pocket now and throwing. And remember, Jersey Shore came out and gave a 1-2 punch to Montoursville, and they're still in the game. And I think, Babe, you said it was 9 minutes and 12 seconds left, and Montoursville still had plenty of time, and here they are on the march. But it looks like cramps for Tom Shea. And, Babe, once you start cramping, it's hard to get enough water in to stop it. You can get through it, but it's still going to be hard, and we're still in the third quarter.
Yeah. They need Tom Shea, Babe.
Yeah, they sure do. And, both offensively and defensively. But, when you're cramping in a ball game, a lot of times that's not you need water at the time. It's you didn't get enough water into your system to the game.
2 yards. He's got 8 for 148, 2 touchdowns.
That is.
Torrin Lewis is at fullback, and Logan Ott, as Lewis plays the same position at fullback when Nolan Ott is in, and now Nolan's little brother, and he's right.
Oh, he's going to be good.
And they believe they're going to be able to get Nolan Ott back in a week or so, and that's a key. Remember, he had out last year, tough injury, and he's a tough kid. And Nolan Ott, in his own right, is one of those game-breaker players that this team has had, and they've been missing a lot of guys with those injuries. Messina.
Unless they get far.
Yeah, I think his long this year is 30, but he's capable of kicking, I think, 45, 50, and beyond.
Well, right now, it would be a 42-yard field goal, so I think he may be a little out of range.
3rd down and 7, back to pass. Don't bet on that. Throwing to the outside, Conboy, nice catch. And Riley Conboy in his own right came in with 16 grabs of the year. Inside the 20 to about the 16, Todd Sanford makes that tackle. Right now, you get the feeling Messina's starting to settle down and warm up. And if they continue to make the blocks, and they go to that eye to get that extra blocking back in there to maybe take away that rush on the blitz that Alex Jackson's been dialing up and coming after Messina. And if they keep doing that and they get a guy to step in and block that man, it gives Bryson a little bit more time.
And Messina's spreading the ball around right now, too. He's doing a good job of passing.
Good job that time. They give it to Lewis. Diving ahead toward about the 15-yard line. And tackle that time is going to be David Tome, again, the sophomore. Jacob Jones also in on that stop for the Bulldogs at Jersey Shore. That were up 12 early on in this third. The Warriors in a 65-yarder from Messina to Shea. Cut it down to 5 now, 26-21. And now in the march again to take the lead. Keegan Leahy, the fullback. They fake it to him, throw over the middle. Rothrock, end zone, touchdown. Big play.
That was your tight end. That was the play.
14 yards. A great fake to Leahy, the fullback. Froze the defense, and there's Rothrock coming out of that tight end spot. Another touchdown. He's caught 5 on the season. And boy, that's big. And the Warriors get on top 27-26. And now on the hold by Messina. Off the fake. End zone. Touchdown. They got the 2-point conversion to Logan Ott. Off the fake by Messina. The 2-point conversion. And you would think not the ordinary way to go for 2, but they needed that 3-point lead, and they've got it 29-26 as Messina throws to Ott. And now the Warriors have come right back to take the lead. 29-26. What a ball game. You're watching the Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. Crafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. You know, I'm sitting here in my own booth. That's right. They've given me my own booth here at Massetto's Deli and Six-Pack, Kenwood Avenue. I'm here every week because they have the best homemade soups and deli sandwiches in the region. And now, home-style breakfast, 6 to 10 weekdays, Saturday 7 to 11, great desserts, great salads, and the Friday night football dinner special. They sell it out. Don't miss it. Whatever you do, check it out for the best in Central PA. Massetto's, Old Lycoming Township. Well, the Warriors of Montoursville have shown all games against really good opponents. And now, the Bulldogs that had a 12-point lead answer the other way. Here comes Christian Tani for the distance. And he one man to beat, took him down, and it was Ethan Lazorka, the kicker, saved a touchdown by Christian Tani, number 38. And he's another young guy and only a junior on this Jersey Shore team. 5'11", 186. And as he opened up the third with a bomb to France of 83 yards. Fumble. Warriors, I believe, have it, and they do. Rothrock comes out with.
So it must have been either he was bobbling it after the handoff or dropped it, or.
Boy, you talk about, you know, and the same thing happened to Montoursville, remember? Shamori throws that bomb to France, and then Sanford gets the interception, comes down, and now Montoursville trying to use the turnover to their advantage here to go up a little bit more than 3. First down at 10, 39-yard line. Giving it away to Lewis that time. Harlan Byer, the nose tackle, comes over to make that hit. Boy, he's been tough all night long, number 70. Here's the touchdown again, Babe Mayer.
You know, you're watching two teams. There it is. Rothrock just breaks down in the middle. Messina is doing a good job of making the defense go with a fake. He's looking people off. He's pump faking. And the secondary is a little slow now reacting to what's going on.
What a ball game. 29-26, final play of the third. Shea his 9th catch of the night. Dives ahead inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. And he's handcuffed by Williams, and Peacock made the tackle, and that's it. That's the end of the third. You're watching WebbWeeklyLive.com, and also Sunday at 10, Monday at 7, Comcast 190. 29-26, Montoursville. Final 12 coming up next. Rainy Road Armel, 38 years and going strong. #1 in Pennsylvania, top 10 in the nation. What makes this place so successful?
I think it's the attitude and how we treat clients.
30 years, one family of dealerships has grown to include 14 brands at 8 locations. On an unyielding commitment to hometown values, an unrivaled service, selection, and customer satisfaction. For 30 years. Fairfield. For fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Well, here at Jersey Shore, now the Bulldogs are down 29-26. They opened this third period with a bomb to France and a pick by Sanford and a short run by Guthrie, and they led by 12. And now the answer by Messina and company, as they've come and they've answered on those plays, and they've come back.
Encroachment is going to go against
Jersey Shore.
That'll be a first down.
And here we go. All right. I'm getting a little bit of, I don't know if we had a little breakup in our, Mike, are you losing a little, I don't know if we're losing any power up here. We lost power before the game. They give it away to Lewis, and Lewis gets belted. Good defensive hit by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs coming up off that pile. Max Mason and company right down the middle came up there to make that hit. We're not real high here at Jersey Shore. We don't have the high vantage point that you saw last week at Wyoming Valley West to see these plays, but the guys doing a great job, our camera people, and Lonnie Wilcox, Belton Mobley up top, Josh Powell down below, Mike Strunk in the truck in our 30th season of cable sports. Play action Messina, pressure coming. Rothrock off the bobble, the catch and out of bounds and a first down. Boy, I tell you, Mitchell Rothrock is so tough. And he's had a great season this year, caught a touchdown to 14 yards for the lead a few minutes ago. And Mitchell Rothrock, 6'1"
into him. That was a nice throw.
They've got Shea top of the screen. Lead back is Lewis. The tailback, Logan Ott. They go straight ahead. And they do get the first down on the run by Torrin Lewis. Who's had a big, and right now the Montoursville Warriors, who've been bending and not breaking and defensively hanging on to make big plays at the end of 3 of the 4 games they made. Of course, they made big plays against Danville in a 42-30 game. That's the only one that they won going away at the tail end of the game. And they're in a tight one tonight, 29-26. And right now, Jersey Shore needs a stop.
Well, they have Jersey Shore on the ropes right now. Jersey Shore's got to make a big play. Something big's got to happen.
Messina, Shea didn't look it in and incomplete. You don't see him drop many. That time, he was looking to make the move for the goal line, and Tom normally catches that, and it's incomplete.
You saw how Messina looked to his right, turned, and just whaled the ball into Tom Shea, and that's what he's doing to the secondary right now. He's looking people off. He has a secondary a little concerned, not with who they should be covering, but who they need to help instead of who they should be covering.
That would have been Shea's 10th catch of the night. 9 for 156 and 2 touchdowns. What a night he's having. Conboy, top of the screen, Shea near side. Sanford on him. Out of the gun, Messina. Here comes the pressure. Thrown to the outside that time. And incomplete. Boy, I tell you, they were coming. Max Mason was one of the guys coming that time, putting when they come under center and out of the eye in a play action because they get a little bit better blocking.
Yeah.
Seems like he goes into that gun, and they're unleashing the blitz at him from a number of sides. They're coming off that edge.
Well, they're going with twin sets to both sides.
Double wide outs. Either side. Messina. Shea in traffic. What a catch and a great play.
Oh, there's a flag down back in the backfield here.
Yeah, they're
That's got to be a legal procedure.
Remember, Tom Shea had a 66-yard touchdown pass. Maybe the nicest of the night called back. And Sanford has caught 2 for touchdowns tonight, and those are his only 2 catches tonight in this ball game. So Montoursville's done a good job shutting him down, who came in here as one of the very top receivers in all of Pennsylvania. Here comes Messina, 3rd down and 20. Pressure coming, stepping up in the pocket. He's got Shea. Touchdown! What a throw! Tom Shea, a career night.
But stepping up in the pocket, letting the people go by him, and getting the ball downfield to Shea. That was a nice hookup by the team of Messina and Shea.
And now the Warriors are up 35-26 in this ball game. And trying to make it a 10-point lead. They had trailed by 12 at the outset of the 3rd period. Good snap. Kick is up. He nails it. Hits it to Pine Creek. We're going to take a timeout. Associates, MoffinAssociates.com. Well, Tom Shea is having a career night in the Warriors, 36-26. And Tom Shea, not only a career night, the Warriors 24 unanswered points when they fell behind 26-12, and now they scrib it back to Jersey Shore. And a run back for Shore. The Montoursville Warriors.
I don't know why they were squib kicking that. I thought they would go deep with that kick, but
well, you've got a guy that's had a couple of touchbacks. Yeah. I'm not kicking it there either. Now you 24 unanswered points, and you're up 10 in the game. You had been down 12 at 26-12, and now it's 36-26. Here comes Shamori, and he can make it happen in a hurry. Thrown to the outside. Going up front, makes the catch inside the 10.
Absolutely, that was a nice first down play, and there's still plenty of time on this clock. This game's far from over.
1st and goal at the 4, and that time trying to scramble the football, not getting much. And good job by the Montoursville Warriors, and that time Bryce Rank came over to make the tackle, the defensive end, 68.
He's going to get thrown for a loss on that one. Ball's going to go back to the 5. He lost 1.
There's a look a moment ago. Frantz. And what a catch by Hunter Frantz. Great throw, Shamori. Trying to get in the end zone. Throwing out here. Incomplete. Trying to get to Sanford. And I'm telling you, well, that's going to be Peacock. And now all kind of flags are being thrown.
I'm going to go against Montoursville.
There's been a lot of jabbering going on down there and a lot of talking. And that gets you that much closer to the goal line when Jersey Shore trying to answer. This ball game is far from over here in the 4th with 9:23 left.
And I'll tell you what, that was not necessary.
And somebody may be tossed out of this ball game.
I think it's Rothrock's going to be tossed out.
And that's tough. Rothrock caught a touchdown pass earlier, a 14-yarder.
Composure. You gotta have composure in this situation.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Jersey Shore trying to answer. They're now down 10. Warriors are up 36-26 in this football game. What a game it's been. They didn't flinch. They got down. Jersey Shore had them down 26-12 with 2 scores back-to-back to start the third. And then the Warriors, Messina and Shea, got hot. Trying to give it away inside for a quick run that time by Jarrett Guthrie. And that time Steinbacher comes over to make the tackle for Montoursville.
Now it's 3rd down and 2. They didn't pick up much on that, if anything.
3rd goal at the 2-yard line. Shamori back to pass. Throwing for the corner. And that ball, I ran out of room. It's going to be incomplete. Yeah. Babe, you can see it.
Yeah, it was knocked away by Tommy Shea, I think it was. Good defensive play by Shea. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and that was 4th down.
Yeah, I'll tell you, real tough where we are out in the porch. I can't even see that corner of the end zone down there. And the Warriors take over on downs on 4th and goal, and that's huge. And Messina's coming in at QB.
They still have 4th and 2 up on the scoreboard. The scoreboard's not.
First down.
It's first down. Yeah.
Boy, that's huge holding this club out there after a tremendous catch by Franz and a throw from Shamori that got him down to the 4 and 1st and goal. And the Warriors, they fumbled away, and the Montoursville Warriors got back on it. And it up number 39. Messina now is 17 out of 29, 283 and 4 touchdowns, and he's put together a big-time night. Shea's caught 10 for 1 to the outside, nothing doing that time. As Shea made the play, made the catch, but he's hit right away by Christian Tawney, who takes him down.
Well, he almost was taken down for a safety. That ball's going to be inside the 1-yard line right now.
Yeah, see if they give him a yard or so. We'll see. That's going to be his 11th catch of the game, but if it's side and Shea gets drilled, Peacock hit him, and it's incomplete. And Tom Shea that time, he hasn't dropped many. He's dropped 2 like that tonight, and that's the 4th period. Rennie Road Armel Allstate, game of the week. And trying to punt it out here, and that ball got hung up. And the shortest punt of the night for the Warriors gives the Bulldogs the ball. And all of a sudden, they've got the football, and they're in pretty good shape.
Well, you're up by 10, and the clock is running now. There's going to be a sense of urgency out of Jersey Shore, and it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it. This is a young team. Young teams, you never know what's going to come up.
Game of the week brought to you by Moff & Associates. And Jim Moff at MoffanAssociates.com. Retirement headquarters. Get a game plan for financial independence tomorrow with Moff & Associates. Shamori throwing right back to Franz again. Dead run, incomplete. And he had Washington. Now they're pulling Washington away from Dyer. They had some words on that play. And it's getting a little chippy down there.
Yeah, it is, and go the other way. Rothrock retaliated. That's generally when you get caught.
Now the wind's picking up, and you get the feeling really warm up through halftime here. Started out, we were at 91 degrees coming up here on September 23rd, coming up here to Jersey Shore today. When we pulled in the parking lot right around 4:45. Back to pass. Shamori, pressure. Warriors got him. Bryce Rank is there. Also coming up is going to be Brandon Steinbacher, number 72, 5'7", 235. And he's a starter down there in the middle. Big hit by Steinbacher and a big play for the Warriors.
Well,
and again, another sack that time.
That's
going to be their 3rd, babe.
The Warriors have definitely taken control of this ball game right now. I mean,
you
stopped them inside the 5, and you have a chance for another stop right here, and the clock's running.
They're down at 15. Trips left side. Shamori steps up. Pressure coming. He goes down. That time, the inside hook and pressure by Owen Hoffman, 55. Leahy came from the corner, but Hoffman came down the middle and got the play. 4 sacks in this ball game for the Warriors. Jersey Shore's done the same thing on the other side tonight.
All right, Jersey Shore is going to take a timeout.
And we'll take time. Rennie Rhode Armel All-State. Game of the week, 6:10 left in this football game. And we'll take a timeout. Warriors by 10.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport. Biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport. Here comes Shamori on first down. Over the middle, intercepted. Boy, that's big. Warriors have picked off 2 tonight, and that time it looks like Brian Schaefer, the safety, number 32, sitting back and waiting. And a good job by Schaefer, the pick. And the Warriors get it back. And boy, I'll tell you, when Messina got hot and hit the big plays to Shea, it went from dire straits to the Warriors gaining momentum and coming back and scoring 24 unanswered points. And down 26-12 to leading 36-26 in this ball game in the second half with 6:04 left in the game. Trying to run some clock now off that right side. And Torrin Lewis has had a real steady night tonight. He's over pushing 110 yards. We'll see where they put him down. He had 20 for 106 a moment ago. And Bryson Messina, talk about a guy settling down. Both of these quarterbacks, babe, have thrown for over 200 tonight. Shamari, 9 out of 21 for 206. And Messina had a freeze again off the play action. That time tried to go to the other tight end, Kagan Leahy, and it was incomplete.
I think he may have been throwing that away. He may have saw an opening there and threw it into the ground to prevent the sack. But he's been throwing really well here in the second half, as you just mentioned, Gary, and just a big ball game for him with that 24-point comeback.
Warriors have had Aaron Stoner in the game, number 8 at wide receiver. They've used Washington, Dyer, and of course they've got their go-to guy, Shea and Comboy this side. Double wides each side, 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, Messina. Off the play action. Shea open again. He dropped the ball, and now Tom Shea. He's dropped 3, and after a night that is one of his greatest nights of his career, Tom Shea now, I think that drop before, sometimes that can get into your head because he's had 2 in a row like that, but not to diminish the 3 touchdown, 186-yard effort by Tom Shea and 11 catches in this ball game. And I think he's just dead tired.
Hey, I was just going to say this is part of this comeback.
No question.
And this victory. I mean, if not the biggest part,
4th
him and
down
Messina
and 8.
were great.
Boy, high snap. Messina's got to hurry. Got it away. Boy, he almost had that block. Nice job by Messina. He does not get enough credit for being able to have some shifty feet and scramble a little bit in that backfield and avoid the rush or step up, but he's got them. And that time did a great job avoiding the rush. Only a 22-yard punt, and that hurts your average for a guy that averages 43 plus. And that time it was nearly blocked. And Jersey Shore, who drove down to the 4-yard line and a catch by Franz, and then the Warrior defense stepped up. And J.C. Kiefer talked about it. They've done it all year at the end of ball games, making big plays. They've won 3 really close games. Here comes Shamori, pressure on, He's going to go down. It's going to be sack number 5 for the Warriors. Owen Hoffman comes over to make that play, and also Dalton Tubbs, 62, a junior at 6 foot 225. Good play by Tubbs.
And a good rush. Nobody open in the secondary. Good coverage. And right now, Montoursville just dominating this ball game. And the Bulldogs have played well in this ball game. They're just run down right now, I think.
And they have not been able to get the ball to Sanford. It's incomplete to Frantz. And Riley Conboy, got to give him a lot of credit. He's been drawing that assignment a lot. Sanford made 2 big plays in the beginning of the game. He also made a big interception that set up a go-ahead touchdown in the second half of the game. He caught 2 for 66, both touchdowns. And Lushy, it looks like he's been shut out since then.
They were triple covering.
We'll double check on Todd Sanford
out here to the outside. He was locked up with the twin. So they put 3 defensive backs over on him, and they've not allowed him to get off the line. And that's a big thing with Sanford.
Yeah, you're right. Back to pass, Shamori again. He's looking for his money, man. He goes back to Titus down the sideline. Kevin Titus, touchdown. Titus, big-time play. 45-yard Shamori, and it's not over yet. The Bulldog fans on their feet. Wow, Shamori putting up numbers. He gets 45 back, and we knew we'd have a quarterback duel tonight, and Kevin Titus. Everybody thinking Sanford. Titus sneaks 3. Remember, he caught 3 as a sophomore at Montoursville touchdown passes a year ago.
Well, remember I told you they were putting 3 men on this side of the line of scrimmage to take Sanford out of the game, and that means your one-on-one coverage on everybody else, and that time they get stung.
That kick is up, and the kick, I believe, is no good. 36-32 is the score of the game. What a shootout it's been here at Jersey Shore tonight.
There's a flag down.
And the kicker is Cameron Griffin, who is a sophomore.
So the kick was no good.
I think the Warriors, penalty against Jersey Shore, I believe they might have declined it. Wait and see what it will be, but it'll be a no good. 36-32, the score in this ball game. Or 36. They say it was a good kick. Boy, it didn't look good up here. We'll be back in a moment. Rainbow Carpet, your flooring headquarters for over 20 years in Central PA, has you covered for all the new flooring designs.
Here's another great flooring product at Rainbow Carpet, luxury vinyl tile. Get the look of hardwood and ceramic without the cost and the maintenance. Nothing puts the final touches on a kitchen like a custom ceramic backsplash from Rainbow Carpet. Stop into Rainbow Carpet and see our full line of ceramic tile for all of your kitchen and bathroom needs. Rainbow Carpet, 835 East 3rd Street.
Well, we've got a ball game. That ball did not look good, and they say, yes, it was 36-33 on the kick by Griffin. And a 3-point game. The good hands people are up. You're waiting an onside kick with 4:18 left in this ball game. And he's going to squib it. And up man takes it, puts the knee down. They're not going to fool around with trying to fumble that away. And that time, Zach Caseman is the guy that picked it up, number 88. And now the Warriors holding on to a 3-point game against Jersey Shore. It's anybody's ball game. What a ball game it's been. Game of the week brought to you by Rennie Road Armor Allstate. Rennie's been with us for years, our big sponsor, the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Sunday at 10, Monday at 7, Comcast 190, anytime here at WebWeeklyLive.com. as you watch it live anywhere tonight. Here comes Bryson Messina. He's had a big night. Going to put Shea in motion. They're going to toss left side. Nothing doing is Byer. Just nothing going on there. And that time, Tyler Smith Harlan Byer coming over, and of course also Mason Sechrist, number 56, the junior defensive tackle, coming over to make that play.
All right, that's going to be a loss of about 2. And, there's still plenty of time on this clock. They're letting the clock run, but there's 3:48.
They've got the up back in Lewis, tailback Logan Ott, the freshman. They got Shea in motion, plenty of time left. I think Shore may have moved that time. Yeah, that could give Montoursville 5 yards back. And Messina pretty emphatic, saying it looked like they moved. Ball game. What a game it's been.
All right, now you're in a bind. 3:30 to go in the game. Still plenty of time to go, but you can't turn the ball over. So if you throw that ball downfield, you better make sure somebody's open.
Warriors have had 8 penalties for 55 yards in this game. And now, 2nd and 7. You're up 3. And time called. Montoursville. JC wants to talk about it. We'll take a break. Randy Road Armor All-State game. Warriors by 3. Don't go away. For the finest detail in handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. Hey guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you gotta check out Janway Company at janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best prices, the best products, and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at janway.com. What a ball game. Jersey Shore, PA, and now you feel the cold front coming in. It's going to be in the 70s tomorrow, low 70s. But it was 91 when we pulled into the stadium about 4:45 tonight. What a ball game it's been. It's about 10-10 here in the East. Messina up by 3, Montoursville. They're going to slip it to Torrin Lewis. Hard running. First down and a big-time play. No, I'm sorry. He's got 2nd and long. I'm thinking earlier that he has shorter ways to go, but he's going to be shy of a first. He's got a better shot now on 3rd down. And Tyler Smith come over to make that tackle. Now we've got another player that is down and hurt, and we don't know if that's going to be an injury or is there another cramp. And it looks like it might be Harlan Byer.
It is Harlan Byer, and then also number 15, Tyler Smith, is limping around out there.
Why don't we take at least a 30-second timeout, Mike, and if it looks like we can keep it for a minute, we'll do it. Randy Road Armor All-State game live on WebbWeeklyLive.com. We'll be back. Warriors over the Bulldogs by 3. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card. It's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
You know, when you talk pizza in Williamsport, you first talk about Park Pizza, a Billtown tradition since 1960. For the best in pizza, stromboli, and wings, you've got to believe it's Park Pizza. And now you've got to check out the brand new Behemoth, the giant 28-inch hand-tossed pizza, the largest hand-tossed pizza in the area. Park Pizza, takeout, delivery, or dine in, Avenue, Williamsport. Call Scott today, 322-9024, Park Pizza.
Montoursville, and now this is a Shore. Catch and a first down and more inside the 40. to the 38-yard line. Boy, that's a big play.
They double-teamed Shea that time. He split the two defenders, and a little bit of a hand on it or darn close to it, and picks up the first down. Huge play by the guy that's making a lot of huge plays.
No question. He's had his 12th catch of the night for Tom Shea, a career night. He and Messina, boy, you talk about a couple of guys that are hooking up for some big plays for the Montoursville Warriors. 24 unanswered points until Shore came back to cut that lead. And they jumped up 10, and then Shore answered a moment ago. He's caught right now in this ball game 12 for 205 yards in the game. What a night for Shea. Right now, with 1:48 left in the game, you're up 3, and you've got a deadly kicker in Ethan Lazorka. And you're in a position here, you want to run some clock and run time. And the Warriors are going to take a timeout. We'll take time also. Timeout, Jersey Shore. 36-33 score in the ball game. 1:48 left. Rennie, Rhode Armel, Allstate. Game of the week.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
When it comes to health insurance, Roach Financial has the solution. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience earning your trust by offering health coverage for business. A trusted benefits consultant who can help disentangle it so you and your employees understand the new changes and requirements. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
Here comes Bryson Messina. On second down, Torrin Lewis, big hole off that right side, carrying people with him inside the 25, down to the 20, and down to the 18-yard line. And boy, I'll tell you, did that ball come out? I think it did come out. I think Tom Shea got it.
Tommy Shea got it, yeah.
Tom Shea picked up the loose ball as he was hit, came out. Number 19's been pretty much everywhere tonight. He's caught 12 for 3 touchdowns and 205 yards, and Messina now has thrown for 298. First down and 10, War takeaway and a big stop here.
Well, they only have one timeout left, so they can.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to take that timeout. And I believe they will. We'll take another quick timeout. And 36-33, we'll take a timeout for Fairfield. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. You've known us as your baseball headquarters for years. But now we'd like you to know we have a full line of football equipment like Under Armour cleats, receivers gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your rewards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
You know, BJ's Steak and Rib House of Sealands Grove has been a Central PA classic since 1982. And they offer Central PA's only authentic oyster bar, available open to close 7 days a week, hot and cold selections from the cold waters of New England to the Canadian Maritimes at BJ's. Plus, they offer Central PA's premium house-dry aged steaks, all hand-cut in BJ's own butcher shop. BJ's Steak and Ribs, a Central PA classic in Sealands Grove.
Coming up will be our Fairfield Auto Group postgame show and our stars of this ball game. But this game's not over yet. 1:07 left. Warriors by 3 on the march, and Messina's going to go back and take a knee. And right now, Jersey Shore with no timeouts left. And the Warriors aren't going to fool around and they have any chance to put that ball on the ground as Messina comes to the sideline. And Jersey Shore, that had some big plays and came back in this football game. But it were the Warriors of Montoursville that got down 26-12 at the outset of the third period. on a bomb to France, and then a pick by Sanford setting up a Guthrie score. It is 26-12, and the Warriors could have folded. Babe, Bear.
Well, you know, the clocks aren't running right up here. The 25-second clock wasn't running, and there's 26 seconds left.
Of course, I haven't seen that all night, babe. I'm sitting in an area up here on the porch where I can't even barely see half that end zone.
So I'm going to assume that there are 26.4 seconds left.
Yeah,
this will be
offside against Jersey Shore a moment ago, and now Montoursville.
This will be third down, so they'll take the clock down to 1 second on this one and snap the ball and run the clock out. So the game's over.
Yeah, J.C. Kiefer here at his alma mater coming back and trying to beat the club that he played for at one time. 6-33, Montoursville holds on, and they win it tonight over the Bulldogs of Jersey Shore. And one heck of a football game, babe, Mayor. There's no question. Not only Tom Shea and Bryson Messina, but those are a couple of guys you want to get. Of course, we're going to try to get down to J.C. Kiefer pretty quickly. But what a ball game this has been. J.C.'s doing some jawing with some of the referees tonight. I don't think he was real happy on some of the calls by the officials tonight. You got chippy out there, these two teams, but boy, I'll tell you, the minute that the Warriors looked like they were potentially done in this game, they came roaring back, and then Jersey Shore down 10, they cut it to 3 and made it a ball game. But Warriors have won another tight game, babe, and now they're 5-0. And J.C. Kiefer said we've got the type of schedule we could be 0-5 against the people we play. Let's go down to BC. Ben?
Yeah, we're fine. Coach, you said at halftime going in, hey, guys, you want to get in the bus and go? Halftime, you didn't seem to make any real corrections. You guys just came out and played, and you took a 1-2 punch early on that third quarter.
Yeah, that was sloppy. I'm really disappointed, to be quite honest with you. And our kids know that. I mean, this isn't going to be a game where they're going to be hooping and hollering too much. They understand what the goal was, and we didn't execute and made some really mental mistakes, and I'm disappointed, to be quite honest with you.
You have to be a little satisfied with the W, though, and your team was resilient at times, coming back, facing some adversity. Yes, there was some mistakes, and as a coach, you'll break that film down. You got a W, your team came back, and I'll tell you what, there was no quit in your Montoursville team.
And you're right there. I mean, that's our kids. They're not going to quit, and they're going to understand what, the message that I'm going to have. And I don't have to say a word. They understand. Yeah, we got a W, but we can't keep playing like that and get W's. Our schedule gets tougher and tougher here, and it's just not going to happen that way. And I am proud of our kids for sticking in there and both sides of the ball, big stops, offense, big first downs when we need them. You're right there, but it shouldn't have came down to that. And we've.
It's almost like talking to Coach Cruz from Williamsport. Not satisfied, frustration on the mistakes. But, Coach Kiefer's right. There were some penalties. There were some drop passes, turnovers. However, Montoursville's a gutty team that stayed in there. And you had a Jersey Shore team that didn't quit either.
No.
They fired out. And then right there, I think the series of the game goes not to the offense of Montoursville, but the defense stopping Jersey Shore down there on 4 downs.
No question. Man, they've been doing that all year long.
Sometimes the other team can make you play not as well as you want to play. And a Loyal Soccer team in South Williamsport, and then a big game, Montoursville, Southern Columbia. Yep. So next 2 weeks on right here, we're going to have.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. William is come. Rennie Roder, the other ladies that are right here with you.
Well, off to my left is Sheila Hunter. She's been with us about 10 years now. She's a customer service representative. And this is Becca Berry. She's our front desk go-to person. And they're both integral parts of our everyday flow here at the office.
You have a lot of benefits here at Rennie Roder Allstate. One is the drive-in claim center. Explain that to me.
Yes, we have an adjuster here twice a week that will actually inspect the damage to your vehicle locally, conveniently for you.
And what about claim satisfaction guarantee?
If you are in any way dissatisfied with the way Allstate handled your claim, we will reimburse you your 6-month premium on that vehicle the claim occurred.
Those are some of the great benefits. Rennie Road Armor, Allstate Insurance. Hey guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you got to check out Janway Company at janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best prices, the best products, and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at janway.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Well, Clyde Peeling, 53 years, Reptiland, congratulations. Always something new, and parakeets from Australia, the hottest new attraction.
Parakeets are exciting, especially in this number of them. We have somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 birds in here, and they're flying all over the place. People have the opportunity to come in and feed them with a seed stick, and it's just been an incredibly popular exhibit. First time this year.
Well, the Island Giants have been big for the last 4 years here at Clyde Peeling's Reptiland, and they get bigger and bigger every time I see them. I remember when they were babies, Clyde.
As a matter of fact, Gary, we got the brother and sister from Los Angeles Zoo, and this year I flew down to Memphis and I swapped our male for an unrelated male from Waco, and he's even bigger than the male that we had. So these are truly giants of the lizard world.
Well, looks like a new species, but whatever the color, whatever the size, the dinosaurs rule here at Clyde Peeling's Reptiland, and the kids sure love them, Clyde.
They do indeed. We brought dinosaurs in 7-8 years ago, and they've been a big hit every year. I would be afraid to not have them at this point because I hear every day people say they come back to see the dinosaurs.
And every year you add a couple of new ones, like the guy right behind
That's right. This is a species we've never displayed before. And as you walk around this part of the park, you'll see a variety of new faces that weren't here last year.
Clyde, first of all, congratulations. 53 years going strong, from snakes to alligators to these big dinosaurs. Congratulations on 53 years here in Central PA. Clyde Peeling's Reptiland.
Thank you very much.
Life can be uncertain. Make sure your financial future is in the hands of someone you trust. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience handling a full range of financial products and services. From retirement planning to college savings funds, Roach Financial will evaluate your needs to develop a plan to work toward your goals and earn your trust every single day. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
And once again, we are back and ready to go, and we're gonna get two of our stars of the ball game. I know we're running out of time here. It's been a long ball game tonight, and Tom Shea, Bryson Messina, what a night, and a game for the ages. Back down to Ben Reichley. Ben.
Yeah, Gary, thanks. We're just talking about Lance Allworth here, and anyway, guys, your thoughts on the game?
Well, it was tougher than it should have been. You know, we came out, pretty dead. We didn't make the plays we should have made. They didn't even they were in what we expected them to be in, and we just didn't make some plays that should have been made. But we stuck it out there at the end. We had a good third quarter, and it's a good one, but we're kind of lucky.
Well, heck of a third quarter, because you took a 1-2 punch right away, and then you guys came back.
Yeah, it was tied up 14-14. We came out in the half, and we picked out the weaknesses in their D-backs, so we just decided to throw it, and turned out good, but almost turned out bad towards the end.
Well, it looked like you guys figured out what they're doing. They're in a man coverage. You're looking off the receiver. You're coming back. I believe you had about 12 catches for 200-plus yards, which probably the key play, though, might have been your fumble recovery, which is just pure hustle. But and you felt like in that third quarter you really came came together and you guys were all on the same page.
Yeah, the first half I didn't look great out there. I was a little, antsy. I wasn't stepping into my throws. I probably looked nervous in the pocket. So, I tried to make some adjustments the first half. They weren't working, but I came out second half and I had to do some things differently to make it happen because it wasn't happening before that.
Pretty good passer, and you're a pretty good receiver.
Yeah, Bryson's a great quarterback. He noticed he wasn't hitting his spots in the first half, but in the second half, he hit his spot. He was spot on. Sometimes I missed it, but sometimes caught it, and it turned out well.
Well, guys, good luck. Good week of practice. We're going to see you in 2 weeks, guys. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Yeah, huge game.
Hey, guys, back up to you.
All right, Ben, thanks. I know we're running out of time. We've got to run here at WebWeeklyLive.com. Shea, 12 for 205, 3 touchdowns. Take a look at the River Valley Transit big play. Messina, 19 out of 33, 298. And there's another touchdown, 1 of the 3 by Tom Shea. Messina throws for 4, 19 out of 33, 298, had 1 picked, 4 touchdowns. And hats off to Torrin Lewis, 23 for 135. Shamori had a big night, 10 of 24, 251. He had 4 touchdowns. And Sanford caught 2 passes. Both went for scores. And they did a great job of holding him in check the rest of the evening. Franz caught 3 for 92. Guthrie ran hard for 61. Final score, 36-33. Montoursville goes to 5-0. They've won 4 of the 5 games by a total of 13 points. 4 of the 5. The other game, they beat Danville by 12, 42-30 tonight. Last week, too, they win by 3 tonight, and they were down. They could have folded, got down by 12 points in that second half of the ball game and didn't know what hit them. Is a long bomb from Shamori to Franz, and then a pick by Sanford set up a Guthrie short 2-yard run, and it was 26-12. In the football game, they answer with 24 unanswered points. They build a 10-point lead, and they win it tonight, 36-33, the final score of this ball game, and that's huge.
Well,
that's big win.
The coaches will tell you when a team learns how to win, they win ball games, and that's a sign of a good team, and that's what we saw them in Montoursville tonight. They've learned how to win this year for sure. Just make it a little easier.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we've got to run. I know we're running Comcast 190, Sunday at 10, Monday at 7 here in Comcast 190. Anytime you can watch a replay on WebWeeklyLive.com. We hear the Millionaires and the other gang from PA Sports Live won their game tonight. Jamie and Paul in that game at Shikellamy, even though Schick led that game early. And right now, the Warriors 5-0. Next week, it'll be South at Sauk. Next week live here on Cable Sports. 2 weeks we'll be in the borough as Southern Columbia travels to Montoursville. For Gary Crispin, for Ben Reichley and Babe Mayer, I'm Gary Crispin. It's been a long night. Mike Strunk and the rest of the staff. You can feel the cold front moving in. So long from Jersey Shore, PA, the final score. Montoursville over Jersey Shore, 36-33. And we're back at our Fairfield Auto Group post-game show with Rick Quigley, where it all started here in 14 car lines, soon to be 9 locations because we're here at BMW, but pretty soon a brand new BMW store. That's exciting.
That's right, Gary. We've got a huge new store going up. We've already broken ground. It's behind our Honda and Toyota store down in Muncie, and it's going to be a brand new state-of-the-art showroom, 9-10 car showroom. Wow. 22,000 square foot facility. It's going to be unbelievable.
How soon do we look for that in 2017?
Well, we should be in there, I'm going to say, in the spring of 2017.
Sounds fantastic. Right after basketball this year. Rick, I think you have more inventory for BMWs than I've ever seen.
We are selling a lot more, which is enabling us to build a new store, and they've given us a lot more inventory. As you can see, the lot is full of new and certified pre-owned out front, and that's only going to increase and get bigger and better as we go and get in a new store.
Yeah, you know, the 3 Series is great, 5 Series right up to the 7 Series, but when it comes to the sport utility vehicle, the sport activity vehicle, those cars are fantastic, starting with the X1 right on up.
Yeah, we have pretty much everyone covered, and actually next year we have an X7 coming out, which is on the 7 Series platform. It'll be a full-size sport utility, and looking forward to that very much. Should be an 8-passenger.
Should be fantastic. And the other thing about BMW, certified pre-owned. If you want to get into one that looks brand spanking new and still be the talk of your neighborhood, get in one that's maybe a couple years old that looks brand new.
And it comes with a fantastic BMW warranty on it, yes.
Got to check it out. Fairfield BMW, part of the Fairfield Auto Group in the new location coming in spring 2017. Rick, let's keep it moving for Fairfield.
That's what we're here for. Thanks, Gary.
Hey, more of the post game. We'll be right back.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Well, John Kennedy, you've been with us a lot of years here on Cable Sports, and now with Auto Trim Design, Legion Road, Muncie. Tell me about, now you're still doing real estate, but tell me about the new Auto Trim Design.
Yeah, I am still doing real estate with Fish, but I partnered up with Rennie Road Armo for Auto Trim Design, which is a building and equipment and designers and installers that can do pretty much anything. They can wrap something new for you. They can add on something new. They can change something new. And we're also in the sports line. We can do banners for schools. We can do decals for helmets. We can do pretty much anything here.
So bottom line is you want to get a new look for your business. Great way to market. They totally wrapping vehicles. It's amazing how they can wrap a building, for God's sakes, anything under the sun.
And our installer probably has. She's fantastic. She's one of the best in the area.
So when it comes to a new marketing plan or something cool, even you might want to even do it with your boat on the river, this is a way to get it wrapped and get it redone. Auto Trim Design. Auto Trim
Design can do it, and we are quick to turn around. Okay. And we have Saturday appointments as well.
How do they get in touch with you?
570-546-8455, and we're on 530 Legion Road, right behind Lesser Lumber.
Check it out today. Auto Trim Design. Thanks, John. They look at Walker. They go down the middle, down the sideline. It is right. He's got it at the 25. The 15. Touchdown, Dante Wright. The final 54 seconds. Back to pass, Henry. Throws to the outside man there. Zach Fry over the shoulder. End zone touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. Second down, goal at the 5. Bradley rolling out. Throwing into the end zone. Touchdown. Todd Sanford. You've got Shade, top of the screen. Convoy back here. Back to pass, looking for Shea. Shea's got his man beat. On the dead run. Touchdown, Warriors. They go to Potts. He bounces to the outside. Potts again to the 10, the 5. Potts, touchdown. What a run by the freshman.